You walk in with pizza?
He walked in without pizza, and that's a massive fucking problem.
Or your wife. I'll walk over there. You tell me the button here.
Okay. If you right-click that, and you'll see title editor pop up.
Fucking
Storage.
smart.
Nick's playing Destiny. Should we? No, I don't want to like crowd him, but let him come to us.
It's still haunting you, Will, from behind.
Cringe.
Spam.
Block of dairy milk.
Because it's uninventive.
Yes, it's just.
What do you mean? It's one of the greatest inventions of all fucking
When was
time.
the last time you had dairy milk? Think about that.
Think about that, guys. Think about that.
Okay,
Shut the
not a
fuck
block,
up.
This wipe, Nick. Wipe us.
No, we're already on it.
Oh shit, too late.
Hey.
Hello, welcome to Back Pocket Forth. I lost him. I killed him before the show even started. Thursday,
What did you say?
I said, welcome to the movies.
I'll see you at the movies.
See you at the movies. The 8th, this is Tammy. You're watching Back Pocket coming to you live from the Loki Studios. Sorry, Stephanie Bendix and
Cringe.
Peter Byrne.
Hello.
Gus Ronald.
Have a great summer.
It's Little Will. It's your boy Nick Boy Richardson, and tonight on the show, I have a confession to make. I was a teenage exocolonist named Solitaire. Normally I bold this, so it's easy to find in the rundown. And I was cursed by the Blade of Galadriel to race Tiny King across the Soul Stone. We won, and now they're back for blood. But the good news is, it turns out I'm smarter than a 5th grader. Hey! I'm feeling it's going to be the best show yet, despite that intro.
Is that a TV show?
Are you smarter than
smarter
Fist?
than
Yeah.
Steph,
Great.
Yeah.
you hang on to the and you'll
Just
see
you
what happens.
wait until after the ad break.
Oh,
You know what this is?
there's a whole thing.
Buckle in.
I have concerns around the distressing of my jeans.
Yeah, it looks like you
Okay,
wet yourself. Is that what you're saying?
It's unfortunate. It's like the bottom of where my fly is.
Hey, can we get a close up on that?
Maybe we should go to that one. So there you go. Problem solved.
This is
Doesn't look right.
This is the first episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Is there a
Yeah,
problem? with-
the whole first episode of Curb is about how he gets a new pair of pants and that it tents in the
Oh, it's the plates.
groin
It's
area.
the plates in the pants.
Yeah, and it's the plates. And he thinks that, and he goes to a movie with a lady friend who thinks he's a sicko.
Oh, I think he has a
it's
massive
a-
erection.
Truth is,
Tight front.
he's a sicko.
Yeah.
These are my favorite jeans. They're the perfect crop to wear with these. Also my favorite shoes.
Yeah.
Is it that they're just not designed to be spread in a cross-legged situation on
You often
camera?
wear like a baggy t-shirt instead of like a tuck in.
No, these are. In fact, I specifically wear a tuck in with these. I guess it's just. I guess it's just this
Mystery
specific
of life?
scenario.
What if you get you one of those Destiny belt things with like a flag that hangs down the middle?
Do you reckon I can color it in with a texter?
Yeah, Will, can you go get a texter?
Get black jeans.
What's the solution? I have so many black jeans.
I know, and you never have to worry. You look skinny.
Fun
You
blue
never worry
jeans.
about a spill.
Never worry about
So
it.
wait, so what you're
That
saying
seems
is
like a specific problem that you have.
That is
Yeah.
the crotch.
you're
on
just
the-
wandering around
crotch.
in filthy pants.
Wouldn't know. Wouldn't know.
Yeah.
It's the chalk top solution for the cinema.
Oh,
and you're like,
100%.
it might be there. Okay.
My chalk top
Yeah,
solution
brown
is
is on
to like
everything,
lean
right?
over the chair and I eat it like this.
Yeah.
The person in the chair row in front of you that's not very appreciative of that, I can imagine.
The chalk top, okay,
Space.
it does suck the chalk top because it's such a delicious thing, even though it's the hardest ice cream known to man. But
It
I
melts
feel like
the
I need
quickest
to.
as well, though. Sometimes,
Yes.
Like, I've had one that it was over before the turn your phone off message. I was like, oh my god, it was just.
Well,
everything
I
was
always
gone.
just eat it before the movie
you
starts
have to.
because it's like it's too loud to eat, it's too messy, like it's too loud to
no.
unwrap, it's too messy and unwieldy.
May I?
Please.
Because I really hate eating the chalk top before the film has started. Like if you're watching like trailers and then you finish your favorite snack, it's sad.
That's what the large popcorn's for.
What's Ice Lord talking about with this bullshit first time chat? Who eats a choc top? Everyone does.
God damn.
That's how
I-
you chose to
That's-
enter the chat.
Yeah, really? That was the take?
I have a boysenberry chalk top
Everything.
or I cannot enjoy the movie. And if they are out of boysenberry, devastating. But you have to unwrap it from the bag, remove it from the packet,
Yeah.
place it gently onto the plastic and leave it next to you. And then you can like eat your popcorn or whatever. As soon as the
dangerously.
movie starts, gently pick it up,
Gently.
Gently brush
Gently.
the plastic from the
Gently.
feet until it reaches the floor.
Okay, gently put the lotion on the skin.
And then lean forward.
No, see, this is where
like
you-
a,
Yeah,
no, now
like
I'm-
a
now I'm
gremlin and eat it over the floor so you don't get chocolate on your pants.
That means during like James Bond is parkouring through the construction thing and
Nice cold open, yep.
bursting through the wall, and I'm sitting there going,
No, none of that.
Yeah,
You know what you do?
are.
You
Fuck
follow
yeah.
Steph's steps
You're
up.
just really into it, man. You're into it.
You
And
follow
you're licking
Steph's-
and you're into it.
I'm
step
doing
up
the
to
licking
there.
when he walks out in the swimming pool.
Oh, yeah.
You take it.
Chunks.
You take the top of the chocolate off.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like a little Hannibal.
Oh, yeah.
Take
Oh,
the
and then
scalp
you
off.
suck it out.
You dip that into the popcorn.
What the?
And then you lizard popcorn off the top of it.
Oh, no.
Oh, Gus.
No, I won't do that.
Gus. No one has ever done that.
Everyone should.
That's what you do. Wait, so you bite off the top,
Bite off the top.
so there's a bit of ice cream exposed?
Yep, that's the sticky bit.
Exposed.
Dip that into the popcorn so it all sticks at the
Exposed ice
top.
cream.
Chat.
And then you just
Wow.
Chat.
I've done the lizard lick of the popcorn like straight from the box.
Yeah.
do it off the top of an ice cream. Mwah.
No, I don't want to sully the chocolate chip experience. It's too pure.
Oh no, you
Yeah.
add to it. You add to it.
Surely, like the
And no one can see you.
I know, that's what I was like.
In the dark.
It's this thing that you're doing. If you were at a restaurant, there's no world where that would
Hit the
happen
lights.
because you're in a dark room. Yeah, I'm incredible.
Surely the like because when it's on the top of the box, your tongue has creates more tension when it hits the corn, the popped corn, than it has with like any of the other popped corn in the box.
mean,
so
I
you pull
can-
it back.
I can-
But surely the ice cream
No.
grips it.
I feel like there are fewer
How's the
moments
tongue?
like in life when I am more happy than when I'm in a cinema with a choc top. Like it's just
My point being is
it's
just eat-
pure bliss.
Eat the way you want because you're in the dark and no one can look, and you just as I said, do things that way.
Yeah, except
So if
at the
I'm worried
end-
about stains, I could just pants off.
Yeah.
Good.
I did see that joy reflected back at me when I did I speak at a lot of conferences and stuff, and I'm always super nervous about it. And a PowerPoint.
You look into the
presentation
audience
all
and
that.
they're all their pencils
Well-
and jock tops.
At one point, I gave a talk and they'd just given everyone choc tops. It was like a big morning break thing, but they were like, okay, instead of morning tea, because we have quite a lot of things to get through, they just handed
Were
choc
they
tops
holding
out.
it at a cinema and they were like, you know what we could do? We've got choc tops here.
No, it was
okay.
it was a conference center, and it was just a
fucking
room full
fun.
of conference
That's
people. But they just watched a bunch of dry tech presentations, and I came on stage to talk about video games, and they all had choc tops. And it was just they were like, "That was the best talk ever," and I was like, "Was it me? Or was it the ice cream?"
Now, in this scenario, is it an audience or you're in a boardroom? And
No, it was an audience.
Okay, right. So you're looking at a bunch of people licking
Yeah,
while you're talking.
they just looked really happy.
There's no way
I
half
saw-
of our audience aren't licking something.
I,
like that.
I saw myself in them in that moment. I was just like, they're here, they're watching some fun
They've got
stuff on
something
screen.
they've got something to take some of their attention away.
They
They're,
got
they're
a
paying
delicious
some attention to you, but you don't have the
chocolate-coated ice
pressure.
cream snack.
This is so fucking
There
weird.
you go.
Amazing.
Try it once.
Yeah, I know. I think I will now. It's
That
more.
was
It's.
impressive.
I think it was a very graphic representation with the tongue.
I intended you to understand the full vision.
Have you ever done it, or is this just a bit?
Peter?
Yeah.
I've done it numerous times.
Okay.
I used to work at the movies and get free popcorn and ice creams and hot dogs.
What else am I gonna do?
What the fuck else am I going to
Yeah.
do? Where's this? I'll put this and that today. Oh, bad idea.
Will.
Was it your recommendation to people who are buying tickets for the movies? You were like, have you tried?
Have you? I recommend the Gus combo.
a way to level up your cinema experience.
Jesus Christ, that's so close though.
you go to the movies a fair bit.
Yep.
I would say nearly more than any of us.
Possibly,
Oh, you guys go. Fuck. We're definitely more than me. Do you do anything weird to your popcorn? Are you you drop
have a
Maltesers in the
routine.
popcorn
I
or
don't
something?
really do popcorn.
What?
All the things that are going on.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
The things that aren't going on.
Yeah. What can you eat at the movies then?
Choc tops. No matter what is choc
Oh,
tops.
okay. Do you get multiple to make up for the fact that you can't have
Well,
a lunch
because and as everyone should do, enjoy the luxury of going to a movie by yourself. A lot of places do 2 for 1 on choc tops. So you just grab 2 choc tops.
Nothing happier than a real double fist and choc tops in the cinema
Did
pants.
you ever have a choc top at the Dendy? Those things are monstrous.
Yeah, they're
in the
huge
best way.
because they're a proper cone, and it's
But
just
it's because they make them by hand.
yeah, they're
So
overflowing.
I actually worked at a cinema for 6 years, and I
Oh, you've never
joined the
mentioned it.
year. I joined the year that they were phasing out making them. I'm glad you got it and remembered. I got there the year they were phasing out hand making them for the ones that would come in the boxes, and the staff were never happier because I got to witness about 2 weeks of going into this like back room where someone's shift that day was to take like hot chocolate melting and cold ice cream and do it. Their like sleeves were rolled up. They were just sweating, just like putting them on trays. It was a fucking nightmare. And then like 2 weeks later, it was just like the choc tops are in, and we just opened a box and put them in, and we're like, this was a better idea. I'm sure they taste better.
The Dendy ones that like they put the fancy ice cream in there, and it's all kind of lumpy with chunks of cookie and stuff in it, and it's just massive. Like it's like falling off the cone. It's so massive, and then they've just like tried to put like they've Kirby chocolate over the top of it.
Did we fuck up last week not putting Choc Top on that list at the top of the list?
Ooh,
Yeah, but it was chocolate bars.
Yeah.
It wasn't
wasn't random
chocolate
confection.
coated
We did
ice
that's
cream.
true.
Yeah.
Is the choc top Australian?
That's a great.
No, I'm sure they choc ice. They call them in America and stuff, don't they?
A choc ice?
Yeah, that's what Yanks call.
Yanks?
I'm just adding to
What
it.
the Confederates say.
But we should do ice creams next time we do that list, because ice creams, I reckon, like very diverse in their people's tastes.
No, a Choc Ice is a British thing.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Which
that's-
is
yeah.
like
Poms.
a block, like a,
Poms
It's a
do.
bar.
it's a
It's a bar.
it's a chocolate stick with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
My
not
mistake.
a Choc Top. Is Choc Top Australian?
But yeah, ice creams, I think, are a very contentious subject, so we should do them for the next.
I hate them.
Do you remember that taco ice cream that was like a
Yeah,
taco?
Maxibon, didn't they do?
Oh, really?
It might have been from
I don't remember it.
Maybe.
it might have
But I
been
know-
by
I know.
Maxibon.
Yeah.
But it was like a taco
Like
shape.
a short-term
It was awesome.
monstrosity that they marketed that.
It's Australian.
Wow.
It's Australian.
Choc top.
my
Australia and New Zealand.
Good.
We're the only ones.
So it's a New
Amazing.
Zealand thing that Australia has co-opted.
It's Australian.
It always has been.
Oh, god damn. Yes. Okay, cool. Great start to the show. We should get some Choc Tops for next week.
Yes. Oh, we should like go past the cinema and actually get the proper
But
ones.
we'll eat them in the countdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
We
the
have
show
to.
will start and we're just a hot mess.
No. The show will start and three of us are fine and Steph's there. Good. All right. Before we get started with the show proper as well, we got no. That was
Don't
me.
touch that dial.
That was me thinking. That was my thinking noise.
Okay.
We did have a little thing in the Discord earlier this week that a very generous Pocketeer sent me a message a couple of weeks ago and said that he found himself in possession of an extra PAX 3-day badge. And he could have scalped it, but didn't know how to use eBay. So he decided to give it away and said that maybe a Pocketeer would like it. And so...
Lovely. What a kind thing to do.
Wasn't that so nice? That's Camahule. So Camahule sort of shot me that and said, if you could figure out a way to give this away, that would be great.
Currently sold out.
Currently sold out, and the PAX things, not Camahule, he's still available. But he said that ideally we would find a way to make sure that the person could go to PAX. We're not just selling it to a scalper.
Yeah.
Because we know there's a lot of dodgy people watching the show. But a lot of you sent in requests and explanations as to why you might deserve the PAX badge. And we realized very quickly in this process, this was a terrible idea because it was just a bunch of people where we were like, we wish all of you could have a badge, but we only have one because Camahule only bought one. So really it's his fault.
I think it's Camahule's fault. Yeah. Any
He's
pain
the
of-
real villain of this story.
Yeah,
Yes.
true.
Send your hate mail to Camahule at... no, they were still very generous to do so, but we got plenty of messages and they were all,
Worthy.
worthy.
Yeah. Except for the two from Camahule.
Yeah,
which were not
Camahule would,
worthy.
yeah.
But Pete, do you want to announce who won?
Yeah. So, Arcade Blob is coming to PAX.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Arcade Blob coming to PAX. And also, not only Arcade Blob coming to PAX, Arcade Blob nominated by people.
Yeah.
That
was the real clincher for us.
Yeah.
It was that Blob didn't go out there and ask for anything, but people asked for something for Blob because they couldn't imagine going to PAX without her.
Yeah. So we thought
In the
that...
spirit of the generosity of Camahule, we thought that was the most generous thing that other people had been doing, recommending them or suggesting them. So we'll see you there, Arcade Blob.
Yeah, which is awesome. So we'll organize to get that pass to you. I think that we said that might have to pick it up from Ben or us at the at PAX, but I think that we can probably get it organized to mail from you. I can just message Camihule and get your address and get that sent. So that's awesome. And a big thank you as well to Camihule as well. He said he was one of those like long-time lurker, never talk people, but finally broke the ice. Now look, he's on the show. He's a feature on the show.
Waiting for
never
like
talk
2 segments.
was waiting for like the right moment to come in with something monumental that we'll be like, well, we're not going to forget you now.
Yeah.
Hewley Cam.
Hewley Camp.
Hewley Cam, we love you.
Cool. Okay. I will say the final thing. I thought I wrote it down, and I just found it here. He said, "Also, I appreciate I'm a pretty quiet member of the community, and this whole thing is a bit out of the blue. Won't be offended at all if there's anything you'd like me to do to trust the offer is genuine. Could possibly tarnish the show's reputation a bit if you did the giveaway, and I turned out to be a shitbag."
Wow.
And I just let that ride.
Sorry, no,
rolled those snake eyes
yeah.
dice.
Oh, I thought
we might get
He was offering to do anything.
I know.
and you let that ride?
you
That
turned
Nick,
it down?
that shows growth.
Me.
You could have been licking at it, everything.
Me.
You could have asked him to dance.
With a copy of the newspaper over his head. I don't know why I did.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which newspaper.
Yeah,
do it.
nothing to do with the validity of the tickets. It's just well, we know that the day is today.
Yeah. you don't have tickets. We do know that you have at least $1.99 to buy the ticket. Okay, cool. So thank you very much, Camihule and Arcade Blob. We'll see you at PAX. Should we get on with the show?
Yeah, let's
In a
do
little
it.
segment, Steph, we like to call.
Just saying. What y'all been playing? I didn't think I didn't think I was going to do the whole thing.
Well, you are.
And like
You are.
also,
Keep going.
usually, by BuriBuri, you're the best. The bestest of the best. The BuriBuri. The BuriBuri.
The very best.
Booby.
Okay.
She's trying to more
right.
B words.
Yep.
I wasn't expecting this.
No, that's fair.
Beautiful. Best.
Boobiest. Yeah, you didn't expect what?
Well, usually you say you do the sound, and then I come in and
Harmonise.
support you with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Fair.
to bolster the sound.
I just feel like
and you didn't bolster.
I just talk
No
so
bolstering.
much on the
I
show.
know, but I don't like being surprised.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
In a little segment I like to call. Just say what y'all been playing.
The Booby Booby.
Hopefully the Booby Booby's mother is watching again as well. That was a fun episode. Fantastic. Thank you very much, BuriBuri, for your continued support of the show. I don't know if BuriBuri is coming to PAX, but if she is,
Get on that stage and do some law talent.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, read a contract out.
Seriously, that would be. I would love that.
Sue us.
Sue us. Sue us on stage. Sue us. Oh, please sue me on stage. Please,
Oh, God, that's a
BuriBuri.
king.
Oh, God. Sue Steph for calling you Booby Booby in front of
We could make
1,075 people.
I'll allow it.
we could make like a game out of law stuff. Like, is it law or is it something else? Like, is it a
Law or law?
Or law.
With the two
L-O-R-E. Yeah. 12 rings were given to men.
That actually is legally binding.
yeah.
So that actually,
Good. Okay, BuriBuri, we can't wait for your entrance into the thing. A reminder as well, there is a link in the Discord and the announcement channel. We would love to have you come on the PAX talent show. I haven't checked if there have been any entries, but I hope that people know that really the less talented you are, the better. And the more
Let our
it is-
show be an example of that.
is
Look at our raging success.
are we also
Hit it
required
perfect.
to supply talents?
No.
Are we allowed to what?
You want to?
No,
Hang on, what
but
was Steph's
I
question?
feel like I'm concerned that we're exploiting our audience.
That's us. That's
We're
us.
giving you a mistake. What, you think Simon Cowell exploits? Well, okay, bad example.
What do you think, Carl Sanderland's?
bad.
Yeah. You think
Richie Madden or whichever one of Good Charlotte is on the show where the chairs spin?
yeah,
Is exploiting
yeah,
the voice?
Australia's Princess Delta Goodrums has never exploited anybody. You think who's the Master Chef?
Oh yeah.
Oh, George Calombaris.
You think George Calombaris exploits people that
That's
that work
sweetheart?
for him?
Boom, boom, shake the room.
What?
That was his catchphrase.
that was
George's?
yeah.
that was clearly not a good
I
test.
love the elements on the plate because
He said boom boom shake the room after he ate something he enjoyed?
I think he just said it generally as an expression
This is bit.
Yeah.
of excitement.
Did he shake the room because he could afford a gimbal?
But that was
and underpaying
DJ. That was
his
DJ
employees?
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince's catchphrase from their song, Boom, Boom, Shake the Room.
Shake the room.
Yeah, look,
I don't know why I trailed off there. I'm
I'm not saying George Kalimbaris invented the phrase.
Yeah, that's where
I'm just saying that he made it popular.
It's no touchdown.
He made it more popular.
Touchdown.
Touchdown?
I forgot about touchdown.
The show is
did?
never gonna
No, you know
happen.
what happened?
No. In our hearts.
I was on a weird panel show with the ABC once.
Were they eating chocolates?
No, but for New Year's Eve, and he came on
Mark Holden?
dressed as a clown,
Mark Holden.
Yeah.
and I was terrified.
Yeah, that's creepy.
And I can't remember. It was something about he was involved in a legal battle, or he was a lawyer. But it was something, I don't know what, I can't remember why he was dressed as a clown. The whole
Did the
thing
lawyer thing
was really weird.
Yep.
And there was just like, I remember it being a close up of my face, and I just remember them just being like, do something. And I was just like, ah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Shook my room.
That's weird. Okay, cool. Yeah, but please enter the talent show, because the talents, if you come up and sue us on stage, that's a talent. If you come up and what's a talent?
Name one.
Drinking water upside down.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
And either you could be drinking upside down water, or you could be upside down.
Yeah.
You could have poured water earlier.
Yeah. Maybe it's curing hiccups in any way, shape, or form.
You could have poured water into a bottle in New York City and then flown down here, and it would be upside down.
I will say too that we will thunderously
Brilliant.
applaud all entries.
We will applaud everyone and gong the good stuff. Like, if
That's
there's someone
true.
talented.
Malachi Frost, you're about to get gonged.
If you do
Sword
if
swallowing?
Yep.
Well, please don't, no loud noises while
you do
swords is
something
being swallowed.
uneventful or uninteresting, we're still gonna, you know.
Anti-comedy, we're there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, shut up. Let's talk about some video games. Steph, what you been playing this week?
All right. I've been playing Back for Blood. There's some new content now and a new cleaner. Cleaner? What are they called in this?
Klinger.
Yeah, they are cleaners,
They're
aren't
cleaners?
they? Yeah.
Which is the Left 4 Dead thing?
The people or the zombies?
The people.
Back for Blood are cleaners.
Back for Blood are cleaners.
yeah.
What are they on Left 4 Dead then?
I don't know. It's another game you're talking about.
Yeah,
Characters?
Okay. Yes, definitely not Left 4 Dead. It's
Survivors.
Survivors. Boring. Cleaners are great. And
Children of the Worm?
yeah, so the new character is called the Prophet. And he's kind of like a evangelist cult leader.
Fuck yes. My dream.
But has like he's got real powers. So his kind of like weird perk is that anytime, if he's in the team, anytime someone gets rezzed, a random like buff will take effect.
Okay.
And you have no idea what it's going to be or what it is.
Team-wide buff?
Yes. And it's not just him that does it, because I think that would have relegated him to being just like a res bot if that were the case. But it's things like carnage. So like live frag grenades will spawn in the area, or they'll be like everyone gets their health restored, or everyone gets an extra life.
They're just random.
Are they all positive, or are they like modifiers?
They're all positive.
Okay, right. There's nothing that's kind of like a modifier that's going to make the game a bit weird.
Not related to him, but still with this game, when anytime you, depending on the difficulty, and also just anytime you spawn into a new mission stage, there are these like damage modifiers that are all random and are all awful. It'll just be like, oh, it's really foggy and you can't see shit, and also these 5 enemies do like 50% plus damage, and also, you know, and there's so many modifiers in this game. It is just like modifiers on top of modifiers, and it's actually awesome. You get all these different cards that you can use in your deck to kind of, as you go through the mission, this is basic Back for Blood, but like all of these cards have continued to be expanded. So there's just so many different ways they have tweaked and adjusted the difficulty and the way you do things.
They've added new cards.
They've added so many new cards. And then they've also added little mini dungeons within the missions as well that you can choose to do or choose not to do.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's like a little kind of festering hole that you have to go into. Nice. And
I'll
then,
do it.
Yeah. Once you're
No, like as an optional thing for a reward, I'll do it.
Yeah. Once you're in there, you're kind of just cleaning out like nest areas and stuff like that. But you can also pick up these like little skull totems, which are like kind of OP weapons that you can kind of bash with. And if you carry them, you sort of aren't able to use your gun while you're holding it. But if you carry them to the exit, then you get a bunch of extra
So it's
whatever
worthwhile having to maybe try and get to the end of the level.
Yeah.
first.
And there's usually, I think, 3 of them per dungeon. And if you get all 3, then you get a bonus. And then you also get a bunch of currency to spend towards your cards that you upgrade with. So that's really fun. And there's a bunch of new, like, other cosmetic stuff. Like, my favorite Ruby Rose character has a cool, like, Centrinians. That's what I was thinking of. She looks like a character from Centrinians, that kind of goth school girl punk thing.
Okay.
Anyway, it's like a schoolgirl
Is this
outfit.
the new character? Is this the backward caps girl?
No, this is a different character, but she's just the character that I always play. Okay. She's awesome. She looks cool. She's got great abs, and she has a great ability where she can see basically all of the special zombies through walls and stuff.
So you know where not to be.
Yeah. And you can just prepare for what's coming, which is great. So I'm really enjoying it. I think it's still like really fun. Like it's as frenetic and chaotic as ever, but you know when we talk about like accessibility and difficulty settings and sliders and all that kind of stuff, the amount of ways they've been able to provide so many different tweaks to every single aspect of this game from a difficulty standpoint just makes me feel like it's got to be something that should be more like should be easier to implement in more games, you know, just as a way to adjust things, because here it's just constantly applied as modifiers to keep things interesting, you know, so many just different things.
In terms of an upgrade, is this DLC? Is this paid? Is this a new character and more levels, or is it just like it's not quite sure at this stage? It's just mainly this hero or this other characher.
It was just an update to the game.
Right.
I didn't pay anything for it. It was just there.
Thing.
Yeah, and like another thing in the dungeon that was cool is that they had these special chests as well that you could choose to open or not open, and they would give you they would give you heaps of really great treasure and gear, like particularly good stuff, but then it would put damage or like debuffs as well that were random that you couldn't opt out of. And one that it put on us was that your reload and aim down sights was really, really fucking slow. And it was the fucking worst. I wanted to just blow myself up and die, but it was also just like funny dealing with it. It was just for the duration of the dungeon. It was funny dealing with that as a effect, because I was like, I now have the best gun in the world, but it's going to take me 2 years to use it. So
Can I ask?
was it worth it?
The trailer for this was weird. Like it was like fantasy twisted reality.
Yeah.
The trailer, and this looks like it's very much the same game. Like it's not like maybe this is just this map that they're playing on, but this is a very like reality map. It's a prison map.
Yeah, I think
the streets and stuff like that. It's not like the thing was like green fog and like a creepy dude talking down the barrel. It felt more like it had a bit more of like a personality attached to the DLC as opposed to just being like a content drop.
Yeah, I think that personality is kind of like applied to various aspects of this new like mission campaign and the cards and stuff. Yeah. But it is, it's more just like giving you some background into this character and why he's there and why he is the way he is and all that kind of stuff. But I would say for the most part, I haven't finished the new content yet. So maybe as you get towards the end, there's some story stuff that plays into that more. I don't know, but I don't know. It's still just really fun. It's just
Tunnels of terror are your festering holes.
Festering holes is better.
Sorry,
I think so.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think they really missed a marketing opportunity.
And I feel like mine's more like visually descriptive.
And the game is all about immediately be covered in liquid and viscera. So, like, as soon as you do anything in that game, you're just drenched. Festering hole would get you wet.
In here.
In a bad way. Yeah.
It's so gross.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm glad you're getting back into it.
Yeah. And otherwise, I've just still been playing Destiny and playing the new content and stuff like that. Saw you in the other night.
Saw you there, buddy.
That was nice.
You randomly appeared in
Nick,
my
I can
game.
still see you behind that. It's like, I can see you hiding.
I think even
Your name is still
in the intro video that you saw that we were like, every time you came online, we were like scared to scare you off.
Yeah.
We were worried that if we kind of hassled you too much, but
I'm like a deer.
But I have a little video from the other night of Rhys and I when we were playing Destiny, and you logged on and we were excited. So let's watch it.
Oh.
Were you streaming?
Is it? Oh no.
White rabbit.
Is it Nick Boy? It is. I was streaming. Oh my god. Don't spook him. Don't spook him. I was like, is he joinable? Hello. You just gotta join the band. You don't even have to turn around. We're right. So we did about 8.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
That's right. It's fine.
Nick, look to your
Like
left.
co-op emotes that you
just
just
to your left,
never
Nick.
saw.
All right, Mike's like.
He'll come out of his vault. He'll turn around. He'll see the cowbell.
At the end of every like mission, we would
Rhys
do an
here.
emote.
So this goes on for a little while.
And you
so
just
I'm
didn't see them.
blur the background and speed it up until we get
Just
to the,
didn't see
until we
them.
get to the good part.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, now you can quit.
Yeah.
That was great. That was great.
I see someone online.
Yeah. It was like
Is it Nick?
The white
that's
rabbit.
it.
Is it Nick boy?
It's looping now. You can tell.
The
We did like maybe I think about 8 at the end of every mission or like halfway through the mission. We'd do an emote and then you'd be facing the other way and be like when he turns around he'll see us and he'll join.
So
And then you would go into a menu and we're like okay, and then we'd go a little bit closer.
Yep.
like the red light green light thing.
So I'm playing Destiny and I'm just grinding out seasonal challenge stuff, and I go to orbit and suddenly there's 2 more ships, and I'm like, what?
Where they're flying, like
Yeah. They just arrive, and then it's like Rhys and Steph are here. I'm like, oh,
It's just our
right.
faces hovering in the
It's
background.
totally like that. And then I was like, and part of the reason. There are many. There's a multitude of reasons that I don't play multiplayer games. But one of them is that oftentimes when I play multiplayer games, I'm not there for the story, so I'm actually doing something else at the same time. I'm usually watching something.
Yeah.
So at the time, I was watching Attack on Titan. So I'm watching anime while playing Destiny, and you joined it, and I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, let's do some stuff. I'm just letting you know I'm watching anime. You call me a fucking weeb. And then we did some content. We finish up and then I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just going to do this and then I'm going to bail. You were like, awesome. So I start running around and vaulting stuff and breaking stuff down, that sort of thing. And every time I hop out of a menu, I turn around and you guys are emoting. And I'm like, God, they fucking love their emotes. And I was just like, every time I would go into a menu and I'd come out and it was like, every time I've done any piece of content with Steph and Rhys, it's always, okay, we killed everybody, let's stop and emote, let's change our costumes, and let's move on. And so then I'm constantly turning around just going, they've just been fucking dancing for 5 minutes. But I've been here for 5 minutes doing this, and they're still doing. And it wasn't until Rhys sent a message, he's like, hey, Nick, you left something over there. I'm like, what? And you go, you left something over here by the postmaster. I'm like, was it an emote? And I look over.
No, we were doing the group emote next to the post box and you walked towards us and I was like, oh, nice, that was a good one. And then you went into the post box and we were like, come on.
I derived no joy from this, but when I finally realized, like from the emotes, but when I finally realized what it was, I was like, oh, I need to do this because it's going to make Steph happy. So then I did it and Steph got it very excited.
Yeah. I love emotes so much that I try to emote with random people all the time that I group up with. And my enjoyment of that session will be wholly dependent on whether or not those random people agreed to participate in the emote.
Emotes are the blueberry chalk top of Destiny.
Yeah.
You can't enjoy
Boysenberry.
Fuck. Okay. This episode.
yourself
cool.
Thank you for joining our Destiny emote band. It was very satisfying.
It was a lot of fun.
After the 45 minutes it took for you to realize that we were.
True. We both were going, God, these like you're like, God, he's so annoying, and I'm like, God, they're just fucking insufferable.
But you're both doing like love heart of each other while you're muted on your mic.
Well, I will say also, like, we were like, because again, we didn't want to like.
You don't want
Has-
to spook the elk.
Yeah, we don't want to spook the elk, but we were doing like Catch Crash or whatever the other one was, and I would see you at the end not get the gear, and then you'd be like looking in your menu and then looking back at the treasure spot, and we're like, he hasn't put the map piece into his map thingy, and then we're like, should we tell him? And I was like, why don't you just politely suggest, or just ask him, just like, hey, have you completed the specific task that you need to get the loot from this activity so that we don't keep doing it for no loot? And then you're like, oh yeah, cool, got it.
Yeah. No, that was helpful. No. I appreciate how much tender care you put into approaching me in Destiny. Normally in real life, you'll just say whatever you want to me, but in Destiny, it's like, he is forbidden to look him in the eye when we talk to him.
We have to reverse psychology it, so we have to make it think it's your idea that you to put the map piece in.
They played you.
Gus, what have you been playing this week?
A couple of things. The first thing I did was I finished off Tinykin, a game I was absolutely gushing about on stream. And then last week when I talked about it, I went back and did a late night Friday stream. I was going to play it myself, and I thought this is fun. People need to look at how pretty this game is while I played it. So we had a crazy late night stream that a few people joined in for, and things got out of hand. But I played a little bit of Tinykin as well. And then I went back and I finished it by myself because I just couldn't stop playing it. It is so adorable, and everything that I loved about it when I talked about it the other week, I still stand by. The game is probably like sort of 6 hours or so it didn't overstay its welcome. It didn't expand on anything I'd discovered in those first 2 levels. It was still a big collectathon with adorable graphics and fun traversal and movement and that kind of stuff. But the point I wanted to make is that and I won't spoil it, the story confirmed what I thought when I booted it up for the first time, because the main chunk of story or narrative is in the first 5 minutes and then the last 5 minutes, and there's not much in between in terms of like closure and cutscenes and stuff like that. And it is just adequately batshit crazy at the end. It is weird. It is European, like in the way that it's like it doesn't make sense, but it is confident in how little sense it makes.
I love how
and
I know what you mean when you say European.
It feels like a French fairy tale, like sort of children's story, and I was really glad it was because it just felt deserved at the end of it. I was like, this is weird, and it was adequately weird. But yeah, in terms of it didn't overstay its welcome, and it's a freaking joy. I know you're playing. You've tried a little bit of it.
It's so good.
It is. It is.
It's so good. It's a game that there's no punishment in it. When you die, you're instantly back where you were. You don't lose anything. It's just about exploring a place it's not particularly difficult, but it's so satisfying moving around the world.
The later levels add to the enjoyment of, they go full Toy Story. Like one of the later stages is a kid's bedroom full of toys. And it's like, it is just so joyful.
It reminds me of Sunset Overdrive, where it's just like, because you have the little surfboard thing or skateboard, whatever, but just the navigating of the world is actually the joy of the bubble and the surfing on the soap. I love it.
Piling on mechanic is just
it's so satisfying.
It's not throw them all in a pile and then climb them like a ladder. It's just hold a trigger and you go
straight up.
Everything
Satisfying.
Well.
I sat down and played the second level with Banjo, and he just adored it. Like, he sat on my lap and we played for about an hour, and it was just because it's the perfect game to play with kids like that, because it's just look out for the gold pollen nectar things. That's all you need to find. That and anything colorful, show me where it is.
And there is something in every corner of
everywhere you go, rewards and exploration.
It just carries you through. There's no reason to put the controller down, because then you wouldn't be going and getting that extra little bit over there and that extra bit over there.
So well. And so, just playing through it, he just loved, and he puzzle solved on how to get to places and like how to get it. And it was a beautiful experience. And we finished playing, and he said, Dada, please don't play this without me. So I'm like, I need to wait until they're going to do it again to do the next level. Like,
that's what the stream said, and I played it without it.
But yeah,
scoundrel.
It's so good. It's on Game Pass. I recommend everyone check it out, because it really is just a joy.
Yeah, if you didn't pick it up the first time I mentioned,
this footage is giving me serious anxiety though. Just skipping some of
missing
that
a few of them. Yeah, this is not my footage.
You can't do
that. No.
I picked up everything I could,
and
even then, still missed stuff at the end of the level. I was like, I looked everywhere. Yeah. So
how much is there any Metroidvania stuff? I finished the first level, and there was a little bit, because I couldn't get into the television until I'd gone and gotten the second bubble upgrade,
or like
by finishing the level.
Yes,
and you get the bubble upgrade.
Yeah.
So obviously you can upgrade. There's a bit of an RPG element to it of back at base.
But there's no like each of the first sort of 3 to 4 levels introduce the new colored Tinekin, which have different abilities. Yeah. But there's nothing really. There's no like yellow bridge building.
You'd never go back to a level.
First stage that when you get it, you go, oh, that's what that was.
I thought that might be the only bit. It was like you can't get to that. It was like a lamp until you got a double bubble.
These little build guys are only in the level that the yellow ones are introduced and onwards, and it's the same with the others as well. Yes, there's a bit more mobility in the bubbles and the stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure the game almost lets you get to everything, if maybe outside of floating around in the bubble for a bit of extra pollen. And then outside of that, it's the collectibles and stuff. There's no real...
Why couldn't you get to the television in the first level?
You can't get to... maybe you can get to the television, but you can't get to the lamp, because... And there's a thing up there that says you'll need at least 2 bubbles to get across
that stage.
Yeah, but you had to leave to
No.
level up.
You collect 1,000 pollen, and in the middle of the level,
Oh, you can upgrade from in the level.
There's a little character in there.
The
at
ants
the
that
store.
bruise the
Yep.
brews is in every level, and that thing goes in the next level.
I spoke to him back at the base after.
Yeah,
finishing
and so
level.
it just goes to each level with you, so
In
you
the
can just
next level,
upgrade
they-
once in every level.
And in the next level, there's a puzzle that says you'll need at least 3 bubbles to do this. And so it is everything you can do, I think, is in every level. So.
It's just a joy, and the way the characters talk as well is so adorable.
Oh, it's just a joy. So
Right. Again, like we talked about last week, but it's everything that apparently there's a new Pikmin coming. Pikmin 4's like on its way in very soon, and it's like everything that Nintendo does, but just without any of the crap that slows the whole thing down, and
Totally.
like just
Yeah.
it keeps you in a tutorial for 45 minutes.
All the
and-
gazillion text boxes.
Yes, it's let's just get straight into the fun. So
I felt like I was speed running it almost. Like it was just linking all the movement styles together and platforming, but like with a bit of speed behind it, which is just such a nice way to move around a world. So yeah, Tinykin, another recommend again for another week. And then the other game I played was Curse to Golf, which came out about 2 weeks ago. It's kind of what would happen if you just put everything that should work in a little indie game in terms of pixel graphics, chiptune soundtrack, golf, and adorable. No, but like
Curses.
Curses. Well, a cute storyline about a golfer who gets electrocuted on the 18th
a
tee.
twee little story.
Is sent down into purgatory
little
and has to play
story.
golf to get out of it. All that kind of stuff. And it does everything.
a roguelike.
It is also a roguelike, which I didn't actually know when I started playing and started getting halfway through the course. But yeah, this is a roguelike. And
That's why you're cursed to golf.
well, that's it. And so you are tasked with playing, it's just side platforming golf with a power and a name meter. And then the main thing in the game is there are ability cards that you collect. You can spend during the game. They have power-ups like change the direction of the ball and all that kind of stuff. So it's, it's wacky golf. Every course is an obstacle course versus like, a traditional sort of left to right course. You have to weave through teleporters and over obstacles. And the scoring system is essentially you have a number down the bottom that is the amount of strokes you have left. Instead of golf where you're counting up, you are counting down. And then one of the things you need to be doing in the game is to be collecting more strokes by hitting statues along the way. So you might only have 2 strokes to reach the tee, but you'll hit a statue on the way down and get an extra 3 strokes. So you'll be, you might be able to make it.
Yeah, right.
The tutorial is way too long. It is literally like an hour, and the characters just keep talking and making you do everything bit by bit. But once you move on from the tutorial, bad shot, you find yourself doing 18 holes that changed a la Spelunky. You have a little character that says the course has now changed. And you play through 18 holes with boss battles, with little storefronts in between to buy more cards and that kind of thing. But if you fail a hole, if you run out of strokes and fail, you go back to the start. And it was
Start of the hole?
Start of the course.
Oof.
A hole all the way back. And I must have missed it because I was spamming through the tutorial so quickly. But I was then playing this like a fun, casual little, back in the background golf game, which is just, I'm whacking away. I'm going to have a bad score on this one. Not realizing, that I failed that hole, hole 4, bang, all the way back to the start. And I was like,
I hate roguelikes. They're just not for me.
I don't
Not in
think it
any
works
scenario.
with golf in particular. I think
I can be, look at a game and I can see all of like cute, fun characters, great art style, great design, and they're like roguelike, and I'm like, next.
But I think in this case, for some people, this is on Switch, I played on PC, but I think for me, it gives it this sort of infinite replayability of there's infinite courses and reruns, and so the value add there of going, I like the mechanics of the golf, and instead of finishing it and never coming back to it, it is something I can pick up and play any other week that I want because
Procedurally generated whole
they
courses.
are, yes. Well, that's the point when they change after you come back each time, and I think that's good.
The thing, I was just going to say, I hear you with roguelikes. I really like them. But the two, I think they need to be one of two things. One, something like Binding of Isaac, where you just get super powerful really quickly. And it's actually just about like, how broken can you make your build this run? So it's the gameplay is always satisfying kind of no matter what.
Yep.
Or something like Hades, where you are getting stronger and better with every run. Like there is a drip, consistent feed. Does this have a consistency in the background where you're like leveling up substantially?
I don't believe there's leveling up. I think what you're getting is more cards and abilities to play on the whole in the hole.
But they're being put randomly throughout.
You were getting a random draw of like 3,
Yeah.
and then it's a question of spending the currency to buy more packs, but they are disposable. They're gone at the end of each
See, I
round.
hate that stuff where what you're unlocking is the chance for something better on your run,
It's
rather
not a
than
power
I'm
that,
unlocking
I like this
a
ability,
weapon
I
or a
want it.
character or
Yep.
an upgrade to me that I am in control of to make substantial progress in my next run.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't made a lot of progress.
At least then you have a sense of achievement over like.
It's mostly up to you how you do in this run, not just I got screwed on the draw.
Well, I haven't made a heap of progress because, and so there might be things later on in the game. For instance, you just have a driver, a wedge, and an iron, which change the shot arc, which I like the simplicity of that. Maybe there are things later on in the game like permanent upgrades you can buy, but I don't think I'm going to get there because I played through once casually and got frustrated when I realized it restarted. So then I went back and went, okay, I'm going to focus on this game and try really hard to get past the 8th hole and the intermittent bosses that you race. And the bosses are essentially you play against it.
Race?
Well, this is the thing. You play
The fuck is this game?
well, you get a boss fight, and the boss is the two of you. In the case here, it's this big old Scottish ghost, and you are racing to the hole. But he doesn't have an amount of strokes. He is just whacking it to the hole every time. You also have to move around the course to make sure you don't run out of strokes to fail. So while he's just charging ahead, like as traditional golf would be, like quick first one to the hole, you're playing this other game, which is I need to tactfully not run out of strokes. And I was trying really hard. Like I was like, I do want to beat this so I can just tell you guys what comes after it. And he just walloped me. And it's not a difficulty thing. It felt like this is the first boss of the 4th hole that I should, and I'm trying really hard to get the right strokes. I'm using all the cards, and it just felt unfair, which I think is totally subjective. Some people might find that it's not unfair. It's just hard, but it just didn't feel the right kind of mix. And so I don't think the idea for me, a pixel indie golf game is, and we've played them. It's like it's a casual thing. It's a thing you're doing on the side. It's like a little. You're chipping away and you're trying to get a good score, and maybe it penalizes you for not playing well, but ending your run and sending you back to the start of a golf course is not a nice feeling.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's disappointing because everything else in this is beautiful. The music's really catchy, the animation's stunning, and there's a lot of effort that's gone into the mechanics of the game. But yeah.
Tom Hammerhammer, he says there's a lot of sexual innuendo in this cover.
Oh, have you played golf?
There were a few
Jesus.
the few sentences you said there that were just like,
You got to go hard in golf.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Really
yeah.
Fuck that whole.
So, yeah, I just think the discovery of this being a roguelike was a bit of a shock and has turned me off a little
That's
bit.
been the main thing that I heard, which is funny because you're right. It was indie game recipe approved. It was like, but everything I've kind of heard about it was.
And it's a unique, like, I would not have thought of a roguelike golf game, and, you know, maybe there's a world in which it could work.
The way it's dressed up, the way
punishment,
the cards are all there. The cards and the power-ups are actually really creative. One of them is like a scatter shot, so halfway through your shot, the ball will burst into 3 balls. They'll all land, and you go, I'm going to pick that one.
Yeah, cool.
Well, yeah. And
That's
so
pretty
you go,
cool.
So the power-ups are really creative, and all the puns are really cute, and all the lore of it's really lovely. But at its core, I'd say the gameplay is not what I was getting from the trailers and thinking this is going to be a nice little on-the-fly golf game.
Yeah.
So that's Curse to Golf. And then the last game I played was a bit of left of field because I, like all of us, watched the Amazon series, the first 2 episodes of Rings of Power. You guys watched it as part of Pocket Watch on Monday.
I watch it a 3rd time right now, if you let me.
There you go.
I would too.
There you go. I loved it as well. Steph, there we go. Okay, good enough. And
You into that Rings of Power?
Spider-Man makes an appearance in the 3rd app.
and so yeah, watching that, I because I'm a child, when it finished, I went, I want to be the hero. I want to do the thing, and I was like, I want to play a video game of this right now. And I was like, what's the Lord of the Rings video game that I can play right now? And then I remembered, I was like, the Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War series was great.
Yeah.
That was a really good series. Did I play them? Did I finish them? So I looked online, I was like, oh yeah, I played 16 hours of Shadow of Mordor, never finished it. And then I was like, there was a sequel to that, wasn't there? I looked it up, Pete helped me look at my Xbox achievement. I'm like, oh yeah, Shadow of War. I don't think I ever played that. 16 hours. Oh, yeah, I played 16 hours.
It was one day, 16 hours.
One day, 16 hours. I'm like,
Like,
wow.
you played 40 hours.
So
The second one wasn't different enough, I don't think.
it isn't, no. But I haven't played it for 4 years or whatever. So I booted it up. It's on Game Pass, Shadow of War. So I installed it, and my old save file was there. I dove into my save file, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was running around. I was kind of remembering a few things, but I was like...
The famous Nemesis system.
Yeah, just a bunch of orcs running up to you going, I remember you. I'm like,
Oh, yes.
I'm so
that's
sorry.
Right.
That must have
We
been
have
my
beef?
brother.
So good.
That was someone else. That was Gus before. Yeah. But as I booted the game up, it said, hey, do you want to play the 2 self-contained DLCs? And I was like, what? I did not know these existed.
I didn't know they existed.
There's 2 DLCs, The Blade of Galadriel, which is the one I've started playing, and there's also one called The Desolation of Mordor. They are 2 separate DLCs that are... This is a bit confusing. They're like $20 and $25 respectively. They are only about 3 to 5 hours each, so I think they're quite short for that price. I think you could have bought a season pass, but if when I looked on my Xbox, and because I've got Game Pass and Games with Gold, I don't know which one was doing it, but it was like, hey, they're $8 each. I was like, oh, perfect. That's exactly how much I feel these are probably worth being an older game DLC.
Yeah, nice.
So I picked up the first one, Blade of Galadriel, and it was great because it just went, hey, it's end game story, so here's what's happened. And I was kind of like, I'm paying attention, but I don't really care. Here's this other character who I think you might have met in the game. I can't remember, it's been that long, but she's an elven assassin, and she finds herself at the end of the the end of the Shadow of War story, and she heads off on her own little quest, which is that she ends up with a different ring because she slices off 2 fingers, and then she puts a ring on those no fingers and gets ghost fingers.
Ah, yeah.
So she's now got her pinky and her wedding ring one are like ghost ring fingers. It's weird. But
do they only
you think?
exist
Because
in like Wraithland or in real life?
I'm hearing words, but I still can't picture it. So, did she put a ring on the missing nub? Or is it the ring a ghost ring on the ghost finger?
Thank you. And also because
Keep scrubbing, Will.
if the fingers are gone, right?
Here we go.
How do you
Here we
put-
go. Here we go. Back a little bit, Will. Sorry, just so we can see here. So I think you're her, and then 2 of your fingers get cut off, and a ring gets cut off
By your own hand.
by I don't know who.
I think she cut her own finger in combat with this thing.
Yeah, she did.
That was an elf, and you were being possessed by the spirit of Celebrimbor.
Celebrimbo.
And then this is something to do with the story. I don't know.
That's a cut-off?
I don't know what happened there. But then she puts on.
That's what happened to all
Yeah,
of them. He possesses you.
Yeah, he needs.
In Shadow of Mordor, you were possessed with the
Celebrimbo.
spirit of
Yeah.
Celebrimbo.
So she puts the ring on, and then gets 2 ghost fingers. And that is the power of this game, or that's the power you get in this game.
The way you're implying this is she gets 2 ghost fingers because she puts the ring on it. My thing is, how do you put a ring on
ghost
something
finger.
that isn't
Maybe
there,
she
and
puts it on
if the
the
ring
middle
creates the ghost finger?
Will, a little further forward, maybe? I don't know where the ring bit is. Oh, a little bit
we go,
back.
here we go.
That was it. Let's
All
go
our
back.
answers are about to
She's
happen.
missing 2 fingers.
Yep.
Oh,
She picks up the ring.
where's it going?
Been sucked to her.
Where's it
Running
going to go? It goes...
Is it going to her or away from her? Oh, yep.
Tell her in.
Oh, it goes on the big finger. She gets
Oh,
the
the
big
finger.
real finger.
Yeah,
Okay,
on the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
got
fingers
it.
are back. Good for her. And she sets out into
glad we got
Mordor,
this.
and it was just like a chance to get back into this game and enjoy the combat system, the Nemesis system, all of that kind of stuff, with a couple of extra powers, which is you have the Light of Galadriel, which is basically you have this like big torch that you just aim
Fuck
at
yeah.
orcs, and they all go, I don't like the light.
Is it a light in dark places when all the lights go out?
I think so, yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
And so you can, and that ability upgrades. You can do like an AoE where all the orcs start to glow, and once they glow, you can kind of fire a projectile from your pinky finger, and they all explode into light. Outside of that, it is the same awesome Batman style kind of combat. It is a smaller area of map. Yes, Peter.
I just had a thought.
Is it about ring fingers?
It is about ring fingers. Are the ring fingers, because she's now possessed, are they actually Celebrimbor's fingers? And so she has a hand with
and he's just
Celebrimbor's
shoved
fingers.
his hand through her hand and her little.
Well, yeah, like
all his
in
ghost
theory, he
fingers,
would
yeah,
be
he's too
like
little.
if she had all her fingers.
Yeah.
He would be entirely inside, encased in her body.
He
but
would
with
be
the-
in all 5 fingers if
Yeah.
he had all 5
But
fingers.
then, like, wouldn't his like weenus be hanging out too?
Holy shit!
My lord.
And when you say weenus, she doesn't mean
mean
this
penis.
part. She means penis.
Yeah, you mean
Or is the
wiener.
ghost of Celebrimbor just sitting bored in a tower, missing 2 fingers, but like actively just.
No, I think he's in
controlling
there, and I
something.
think his weenus.
Yeah, I definitely like Steph's version where this elf is running around with a
Fingers and
ghost
his
stick,
wingies are
Yeah,
hanging out.
slapping against the thigh.
Yeah.
But outside the game, I think is fairly.
Brimbo.
It's fun to say. Outside of that, the game's pretty much unchanged. There's.
I'm trying to remember all the funny orc memes that came out.
It's so delightful, all the orcs coming back. The Nemesis system is so amazing.
Yeah.
I forgot what an amazing moment it is in a game for you to be mid-fight and someone yells at you over a crowd and goes, I'm coming for you. You're like, whoa. I don't think I know. It's really confronting and awesome.
And they all had their own little personalities and quirks.
There's a guy's
and
full
stuff.
of maggots who takes you and talks to you for 2 minutes. He's like,
Yeah.
I was dead, and now I'm wriggling with maggots on the
Yeah.
inside. They have. I'm like, oh, he's gonna.
They've all got a story. They've all got a reason for being like particularly
I
cranky.
really want a third version of this game now, like of the main
And then you can convert them to your side, and it's so.
And it was interesting because I feel like everyone, like devs could not stop talking about the Nemesis system and how revolutionary it was. Like it's so rare to come across a game where you're like, I've never seen this implemented in a game before. This is entirely unique and cool, and it works so well. And I expected to see it like.
Well, I think there was something about
prolifically
Warner
throughout.
Brothers
They got the patent.
patenting it. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, so now they're just sitting on it.
Yeah.
Well, they used it for the 2 games and then these 2 bits of DLC. But what I like is that the actual area that you're exploring is self-contained. It's small. It's not. You don't get the whole open world again with these new characters. Like, hey, here's the area you need to be in. Here are the 5 new war chiefs that you need to kill. Here's 5 that you need to go and recruit. They are awesome and hilarious. They all have these personalities. You do a big fortress defense, and then there's still another hour of it to go, which I'm keen to jump back in. But it is a small chunk of the game again.
Is there multiplayer in this? I ask that about every game now.
No, I don't believe so.
I would jump back into this if I could do it with friends.
But it's sizable and snackable. And from reviews I read and checked out, it was mixed to good reviews. But the follow-up to this, which is the Desolation of Mordor, is where you play as like an Eastern man who is like in the desert out of Mordor, and it has more complex sort of combat techniques and more gadgets. So I'm going to finish this. I'm going to move straight onto that because I'm just like
So those flippy cartwheels.
I'm so happy to be playing this again, but I'm so glad I'm not trying to remember where I was up to in
Yeah,
the
that's
main
great.
game,
Yeah,
or
totally.
I'm starting again from scratch.
Yeah, fun.
Having 2 little bits of DLC is perfect. So,
I'm really curious about what the legal dialogue is around the copywriting of that system. Like, how close could you come to it before you're like, do you know what I mean? Because it's so hard to copyright that stuff.
patent.
Or patent that stuff when it's, a creative thing.
Call it the Evil League system, where an evil
Yeah,
league
and
of
it's
people.
slightly different because of X,
'Cause
Y, and Z.
you could imagine it being fucking awesome in like an Arkham game.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Which,
Assassin's Creed
this is an
or-
Arkham game with Nemesis system.
Assassin's
and Lord of
Creed
the
had something like it, didn't it? Didn't the latest Assassin's Creed have something where you kept getting hunted down by people who, like the mercenaries, you would kill them and they would.
kind of just existed in the world, and you could go and fight them if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was more of a
and you-
GTA
they would
cop
just
system.
run.
You went and
Okay,
found these
yeah.
high-value
Oh, yeah,
targets.
that's
And
right,
you
yeah.
could just and you could just run away from them
Yeah,
if you weren't.
yeah.
if
But
you
I
weren't
would
high
recommend,
level.
because it's on Game Pass and because if anyone's like me, it's just like I have an itch to be playing Lord of the Rings stuff. Like I've got that back, and so to be snackable kind of
$25 you said?
Well, I think 8 if you have Game Pass / Games with Gold.
Oh, cool.
whatever it's
Okay.
called.
Yeah,
So
nice.
They're
Awesome.
both $8.
Cool.
And
on
this
top
one's-
of the existing game, they're not standalone.
No, but the games on Game Pass, these are $8 each,
Oh,
and
sure,
this
yeah.
one's $5. 5 hours, and I think the next one's 7 hours or something like that. So
Nice.
yeah, it's lovely to be playing that game again.
And someone in
Nice.
chat asked when does the patent expire on that. 2035 is when we can expect
Coming
to
up.
see.
The third,
But does it
that's
extend if they use it
significant.
again?
It said they have the option to use it until then. So I
Okay.
think they have the option to renew the patent potentially sooner.
Yeah.
fuck, I'd love
wonder
another
if-
So I'm
Shadow
not a
of-
patent lawyer. If
Shadow
only we
of
had
whatever.
some legal lawyer in the chat.
BuriBuri
I'd love
wants
another Shadow of whatever
Totally.
game because
Yeah,
it's
been a
so
while.
good.
They were great.
The little tap A every time you do a vault or you climb to do that extra voom.
Yeah, that
Oh
I
my
love
God.
flippy acrobatic shit in
Yeah.
games.
the
Nothing
way it
makes me
gets you
feel
around
more
quickly.
awesome.
Yeah, that was the cars of Calibrimbo helping. Okay, so I'm playing a game that's like a game that I've played before. Soulstone Survivors is basically a combination of Vampire Survivors and Risk of Rain 2 is how I saw it described, and it piqued my interest.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of these passive ability games
Oh, yeah.
where you just keep upgrading abilities and getting them, and lots of auto attacks as you wander around a map, and just more and more enemies come along. Your auto attacks, as you kill them, they drop these gems. You collect the gems, you get another auto attack, and you keep leveling them up. There are some differences with this. First of all, the art style. I like this kind of art style. I know it's very like done in these sort of, it reminds me of Torchlight or something like that.
Yeah.
But it looks. I like this more than Vampire Survivors. Even though Vampire Survivors, I like that it went for a look.
Can it handle the amount? Because that was the charm
which
of
is
Vampire,
fantastic.
Which is that it was like maybe there need to be 2 pixel sprites.
Yeah, I haven't. So I should say this is a demo for this game. It's coming out, I think, later this month, potentially early next month. But the demo is free on Steam right now. The couple of differences that are in this, there are bosses in every level that come along, and multiple bosses can come along at the same time. The bosses have cool, unique abilities that they're trying to use against you. You also have active skills and passive skills. So the active ones are active; they're more aimable as opposed to active. So they still attack on an auto timer, but you can aim where it's going to go. So if you're aiming in this direction at the 5-second mark where the ice hammer comes down, that's where it's going to smash down, which is cool, which I don't think is in Vampire Survivors at all. You can unlock characters as you can in those other games, but there's also a permanent skill tree, and you can craft weapons, which is sort of that Risk of Rainy sort of thing, where you can build a more powerful person to just initially go in. When you get enough gems to level up, then you get the choice of an ability, and you get 3 abilities up, and you pick one. And there's the active abilities, but if you have like a bar down the bottom, which we can't see because the thing's there, but it's like a skill bar. I think there's 5 or 6 slots on there, and there you go, 6 slots on there.
Yeah.
When that's leveled up, then when you get an active ability offered to you, you can choose to replace one, or you can go, no, I want a passive ability. You hit the LB, and it takes you to 3 passive abilities. So it's like, I just want to continue leveling up one of these, or I want to level up my health or whatever. So those little things where it's like, I want to focus on a build and do that was really cool. And the final thing is that it has a dash as well, which is super helpful. Like, you just feel a little more...
There's a bit more to do. Like,
well, Vampire Survivors, and I love Vampire Survivors, but it is very much like I'm at the whims of just whatever is coming around me, and if I can't get out of this space fast enough, then I'm screwed. And this
feels a bit more controlled.
Yeah,
just
because
looking at it,
there's way more area of effect.
And it's like a dash through enemy?
Yeah. I believe... there are definitely iframes.
Don't get me wrong, I still love the walk-through crowd level of Vampire Survivors of just like, oh, pardon me, gonna get through. Oh, there's that gap's closing. Like, there's a little bit of that. I can see how
totally.
This stays fun for longer than that being frustrating.
But I really like Vampire Survivors. I played 20 minutes till dawn, which I also really liked. I have played a couple of hours of this demo, and I normally don't play a lot of demos of games that I like because I'm like, I'll just play the game when it comes out. But yeah, I'm really, really into this.
Is there a name for this genre that I'm just missing out on? Like, passive
WASD games.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You only WASD.
it's like bullet hell, but not bullets. It's like
I don't know what it is. They just call it
like sort of mob
VP likes.
VP.
VS
Vampire.
I don't know where P came from. But it's super cool. If you're into Vampire Survivors,
Auto
or
battle,
that kind of thing.
Lord Phoenix.
Yeah, but auto battle is more like
that's
auto
different.
chess thing.
That's different.
Like, but it is, yeah.
It's not bad.
Auto brawl.
Auto crawler, maybe.
Battle
I like
Puzz.
that.
Yeah, you don't mind auto crawler.
I think
Autocrawl is cool.
That's cool.
But yeah, if you're into this kind of game, this is really, really fun, and it's already got a ton of polish in it, and you can see the skill trees and stuff, and they're huge. Yeah, it's sick. So if you're into it, totally something really fun. The next thing I checked out was I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, which just a terrible name.
Mouthful.
Yeah. But it's actually a really sweet, affecting, emotional, beautiful game.
Sure.
The premise, it's really a visual novel.
I got that sense from. I think I was looking at this trailer when I did the game plan, and it seemed like it was very like about relation. It's like, oh, this is what happens when Earth needs to colonize a new planet, and then it's like, oh, actually, it's about the relationships.
Totally.
What do you hate about these young people?
What do I want?
What do you hate about these young people?
Oh,
Nothing.
yeah.
These people.
Are they all
these
fucking
people-
slackers?
No, they are go out, go get 'em types.
You turn on the shield generator. I just don't feel like it.
So the premise here is you're on a ship that has left Earth and you're colonizing a new planet. You're a 10-year-old and you sort of pick the kind of character you want to be at the beginning, and then you start wandering around this your sort of base, and you need to fill your time. So each month you have to pick something new to do, and those new things could be learn something at school, help out in the
Garden.
yeah, what's the word? Greenhouses.
Greenhouse,
You could do machinery stuff, sports, whatever, and as you go, you're slowly leveling up different elements of your personality that then give you more conversation options with all of your other 10-year-old friends.
And there's romance options as well.
So I haven't hit any romance options, but
You're 10.
there are.
And Chad is saying that 10 isn't a teenager.
Well, you're growing.
You're growing.
Okay.
So you
will
start
become
at 10.
one.
So it's you pick a new thing every month,
got
and
3
I
years.
believe it goes for 10 years. So it's
But you got
once
3
a
till
month.
you're a teenager.
Sorry?
You've got 3 to go till you're a teenager.
Yeah, exactly.
Smarter than a 5th grader?
We'll see.
but then you start having conversations with all the other kids there, and you pick a best friend at the beginning, and then just developing these relationships with these other kids. And I will say this is a slight spoiler, not about something that will specifically happen in your game, but just about things that will constantly happen in this game. And that is these kids die, and it is really affecting. Like it's sort of like things happen, not like weird twists. It's just like there was an accident, and your friend, this 10-year-old, has died. And the first one that happened for me was the friend that I had
Your
the
best
most
friend?
invested in. Not my best friend, but actually,
Arcade Blob?
So that was my best friend. I picked this kid as my best friend.
Was being
but then I ended up becoming like really getting invested in the relationship with this other kid, and they ended up dying. And it's really sad.
Is it? Sorry, I don't want to get morbid, but like, is it just done through text? Like, it's like
all-
you're gone, and then it's like this is a.
It's
someone
text,
comes and tells you that.
yeah, you're at home and your mum and
Yeah,
dad come in,
right.
and your mum tells you that like, oh, there's been an accident, and
And is
you.
the story linear, or are you doing things that affect the story?
So that's the interesting thing about this that I haven't gotten to yet. The two sort of gameplay elements besides conversation, there is a card system in it, of course, but it's very hard to explain, and I don't think I will. It's an easy game. It's an easy card system to wrap your head around, but it's basically put these cards in a certain order, and each of them have different numerical values, add up to this full number, but all the cards are related to like life experiences that you've had in your life so far. It's kind of not important. You'll get it as you play. But then the other half of this is that you grow up, and then I believe you decide to do another run, and you run through the game again.
You have another, like, you have a kid, or is
and
it
I think
like generation?
I'm not sure, but all I know is that
Yeah,
there
right.
is a run. It is kind of a run-based system where it's like, okay, now go through, and I don't know whether it continues on from where you left off in terms of like the colony has grown to a certain point or whatever.
Right.
But there are all
You've
these
just
options
another
where
kid
it's
in
like
that same kind of.
yeah,
vibe.
but it is like unlocking more things. But the writing is really there's nothing particularly. It doesn't call attention to itself in any particular way,
Sure.
and it's not particularly wonderful prose, but it feels like very genuine dialogue. And
Which I think is kind of what you want, really. You
Totally.
want something that's going to feel natural.
Yeah.
So that the relationships feel genuine.
yeah,
Heavy
and-
on the text. Is it voice acted, or is it? big
No, it's not
chunks?
voice acted. But it is. I like the art style. It looks like a lot of the sort of books that I read my kids. And
It's like a safe spaceship. Why are people dying?
it is. Yeah, I know. It's just and then it really hits you that first time. But yeah,
Timmy
it's,
fell in the oven in the bakery.
Yeah, the cute bakery.
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, it's a really beautiful sort of
Interesting.
gentle game until the kids die. So yeah. If you're into this sort of thing, it's worth checking out. I believe. Oh, maybe it's not on Game Pass. Maybe I played it on Steam. I can't remember.
I don't think I've seen it on Game Pass.
Yeah. So that's that one. And then the final thing I played is the thing I've played the most this week, which is the Zachtronics Solitaire Collection. And so this is the Zachtronics game, which I spoke about a couple of weeks ago. Last Call BBS is the last Zachtronics game that has come out. Zachtronics publisher and developer and publisher who make super cerebral puzzle games. They always sort of like have a very strong concept behind them, and within each one of those games, there has been a version of Solitaire in some way, except for the one that recently just came to Steam with the
Wait, the
Exo something.
little PC builder one where you have all those bits of...
Yep.
That didn't have solitaire?
No. Sorry,
did, that one
no. That one
Oh,
did.
sorry.
They added one. They added the
Right.
I can't remember the chemical one.
I thought you meant the one where you build an early computer that has limited games.
No,
Didn't have
that's the
things
very
on.
first version.
Gotcha.
So basically, this includes each of the solitaire games that has been in these games.
Oh, how cool.
And it's just this really elegant, like, I love it. I love Zachtronic stuff because oftentimes it's commenting on the games that they're making. There's like a behind the scenes involved in telling you how they made the game. And so each solitaire game gives you a little backstory about like how they came up with this as a game. The first one is very just rudimentary original solitaire, but each version after that, Opus Magnum, thanks, it's Jep, is the game I was talking about. Each game after that gives a twist on solitaire in some way. And sometimes it's you can cheat and put cards on
do it.
packs that you can't. Sometimes it's that you don't stack in numerical order, you stack in card suit order and that sort of thing. And all of them just have a great look. But the best one is the final one at the end of this trailer. So this one, which is, it uses a tarot card deck. And it's 72 cards, and it is so difficult. It does highlight a slight flaw in solitaire, which is oftentimes you could just get screwed. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like you just didn't solve the puzzle.
So
You just
frustrating,
Went, oh
yeah.
no, the shuffle just didn't
wasn't
work,
nice.
and you
Yeah.
just need to redo it. But the art on this is beautiful. The idea behind this one is that you can go up and down in sort of like numerical order, but it also needs to match suit. And you've got basically got two kinds of decks. You've got numerical decks and this other the sort of you can see that there's two different kinds of cards there. So you're doing both of them. The one on the right up the top is your normal ace to king, and the one on the left is 0 to 21, and you basically can put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 down on the left hand side, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17 on the right hand side, and you just keep putting them down until they meet in the middle. And it's very simple, but it's very difficult. It's the hardest one in there, and it's my favorite. And I played 4 hours yesterday, like last night of this. I played it on the train here, and I played it here while you were playing Curse to Golf. I'm obsessed with this version of Solitaire, and I love it.
That's
I was
awesome.
swearing at golf and you were like, the moon card.
The moon
Triggered a specific memory for me when we went to our family's holiday home, and I remember I'd been talking to you about board games, and you said that you'd played a game with Beck called Sushi Go Party.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, yeah, cool. Yeah. Oh, that sounds... Because I want to have more games, but not necessarily like massive like multiplayer games.
Here's 45 minutes of the rules.
Yeah. So I bought it, and then I took it away to this holiday house with my family, and then I was like, Peter, do you want to check out this game? And he was like, nah. And I was like,
It's true.
we got nothing else to do. Like, let's just play this game. We'll see if it's shit. We won't play it. But Nick got it, and he enjoyed it with Beck. And you were like, nah. And I was like... fine. So I was like, I'll look around, find my book or whatever. And then I finally found it and went and sat down. I looked over and he was playing solitaire on the fucking table.
Yeah, I was busy solitaring.
No, you started playing it afterwards. Like, you were like, I don't want to play a game with you. I want to play a game by myself.
I had a fucking great time.
I want to play the toughest opponent I know. Myself.
You are so
Stipend. Sushi Go Party is so cute. It's Jep. Sushi Go is great. I haven't played Party. Nicrotex. Sushi Go Party is lovely.
We played it.
Lonely Solitaire? Because, I tell you what.
All solitaire is lonely. It's in the name.
Yeah, but this is sick. So if you have any interest in Solitaire, it is just one of those very much like I just have it sitting in like my playtime on Steam. Keeping in mind I got this game yesterday. It's 14 hours because it's just been running basically all day on my computer, and I occasionally go bum shit restart. So yeah, great game.
We played it with the nieces on that trip.
No, we played Celebrity Heads, which they brought.
That's massively
Okay.
different.
Have you
Yeah,
played it by
yeah,
yourself?
yeah.
Oh,
So good. I win
so
every time.
good, yeah.
I recommend if you're looking for a fun board game to play with a family, Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. Very fun.
One more time.
Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza.
Now the other way.
Pizza, cheese,
Goat.
goat, cat, taco.
Well done, Peter.
Okay, I could have used the condescending tone.
When I heard a series of words
Is that how the game's played?
that were nonsensically connected, I stopped listening. But I would be able to find it in a store because I'd be like, oh, the cat and the pizza and the cheese. They're all there.
It's all there.
It's the Donald Trump. television. Yeah.
Stephanie,
Peter, what have you been playing?
you're the only one who can do the impression.
Oh yeah,
No.
Perfect.
the hair's looking too good today. You can't mess with that.
I've been playing my my shame games, like as in they bring great
Kingdom
shame
Hearts.
to the family.
Family.
In Halo and Destiny 2 and Dota 2. And I've talked about Destiny 2 last week. Halo has a great event happening right now, which is called the Yappening, which is like just party modes in big team battle. So it's like shoddy snipers and just like Fiesta. You remember like Fiesta? You spawn
Yeah.
random weapons in big team battle. So that's like going off this
cool.
week, and it's
What's
super
it
fun.
called?
It's called the Yappening after Yap Yap the grunt.
But
Right.
is it actually the fappening?
No.
No, okay.
The happening.
No. I know, but like, what is it? What is
The
it
origin
playing
is
on?
the happening.
The Happening.
It is the happening.
The happening. Which
happening-
The film.
A happening,
No,
a
that's
happening
not
was
what they're
a
referencing.
happening was a 60s term.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
happening thing.
Yeah.
And it
was
freaks
like,
me out.
It was like
You watch Austin Powers?
they were too cool to have.
Oh,
a
I know that.
term, but the happening.
Yeah.
They were
was
too
some-
groovy to have a party. It had to be a happening, and it was like usually like a political
Yeah, okay.
stint on it, of like protest or something like that.
So anyway, all the Halo nerds out there, let's play some this weekend.
That
It's
sounds
2
really
weeks.
fun.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Wait, is that a mode that you don't care about ranked and you'll just play?
Yeah, totally. Yep, it's big team battle. It's social nonsense.
No, cool.
It's awesome. It's all the stuff that people were like after that video, like they don't care about social. It's like they had a Fortnite event of crazy dumb stuff to happen.
I like that.
So yeah, Silver's there, Sicknay's there, hell yeah.
I'm there.
To Dota.
Oh god.
I'm out.
Dota is one of my favorite games of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It might be the best game ever made.
But
You can only play so much of it before you hate yourself. And I've been going through a period of not playing Dota, but the thing that gets me back in every year is when the compendium comes around, which is basically their big event to raise money for the international. And they end up raising $40 million thereabouts.
it's a good cause.
They're doing it is a good cause. Those 15-year-olds need their $6 million.
No tail doesn't have enough houses.
Yeah. So I'm so keen to watch the international, and in the lead up to the excitement of that, I love playing the game.
Are you still following all the top players and stuff? Like,
Well, I only really watch it when the international's on.
yeah,
I don't
okay.
watch the majors throughout the year and stuff. But see you in 40 minutes, fam. Oh no, your internet's disappearing. I thought you were like, I don't want to be in the Dota chat. This is short because it's about this thing that comes out every year that excites me to get back into Dota. And this year is really a travesty. It is so the way that it works and the way that it is a fundraiser for the international is that you pay money to buy into this thing, and then you play a shitload of the game and you earn points towards upgrading your battle pass. So you earn your way through. You get cool skins.
Is it a different version of the game?
No. It's the same version of the game, but it's just incentivizing playing a lot of the
it
game
is just a battle
in
pass.
this window.
It is a battle pass.
It's a battle pass.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And you get more rewards than usual.
Yeah.
For playing with
It's a
it.
Yeah,
time battle
but-
pass.
Yeah, gotcha.
Is there a normal one throughout the year, or
There's a system they have called Dota Plus, which has some similar elements, but it's more than a battle pass in that it finds ways to encourage you to play the game differently. Like there's this thing called the Cavern Crawl, which is a little map that you work your way through by playing specific characters that are live in the Cavern Crawl. So you need to play this hero. Once you play and finish that hero, you'll unlock the next hero in the Cavern Crawl as you work your way through the maze. That kind of stuff. There's predictions for the tournament. There's other game modes that they release. Like there's a dungeon crawler that they release partway through called Tide Hunter. Is a
Oh, I remember you
character.
talking about that.
Dire Hunt.
Dire Tide.
Dire Tide. This is the faceless void skin, which looks dope. But he has a face. They gave him a face. It doesn't make any
weird.
sense. He's still kind of faceless, but he's got a big mouth. But in the past, it's been like, I would always buy in at at level 100 and then work my way up as far as I could get. I played for 6 hours the day I bought it, and I didn't go up a level. They've pulled out so many systems to help you allow you to get free levels. And when I say free levels, it's like there used to be achievements for just like playing the game, and they would give you 2 levels. The Cavern Crawl has, as you unlock the nodes in the Cavern Crawl, 500 points here and 2,000 points there. And to get a level, you need 2,000 points. But you don't get any experience towards it for winning a game, for playing a game, for participating in the match, except for completing challenges, which are really just grindy like they're things that you would hope to accomplish, but you don't want to play for.
I'm not bringing this up to shit on another game you love, but is it kind of like the issue with the Halo stuff where it was like all challenges and not
when it first
playing well?
When it first released,
yes,
you didn't get experience at all for just playing the game.
And playing well, it was like, just do weird. Yeah.
But for a Halo game, it's 12 minutes. For a Dota game, it's 40 minutes, and you got nothing out of it.
But what's the play? Why can you can't buy more of this? Once you buy in, you've bought in, right? You're not spending more money.
Well, you do. I mean, that's literally the only way to get. Well, it's not literally, but it is.
You can buy levels.
You can buy levels. You can buy levels.
So it's a cash grab.
Yeah, it's totally a cash grab.
That's
But it's a weird cash grab because it's like this has worked for years.
Yeah,
it's removing something
you
that
have
never
made
worked it.
headlines in every traditional newspaper with the prize pool of your international every year, solely because of the compendium.
Yeah.
And so
And the way that was built, not built, but the way that was rolled out in a way that made people put a certain amount of money in and then enjoy what was
And
there
like
and
Pete
play.
said, it's not only a way to get Pete back in who hasn't played in a couple of months, it's a way that I would get back into Dota after not playing for a year because I'm like, oh, actually, all this shit looks really cool and I want to go and check this out. But and I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll do that and I'll play turbo game modes. And I checked with Pete. And what did you tell me about turbo with the battle pass?
So I play turbo now because it's all I really have time to play, and you get more games in shorter matches. You get gold and experience quicker, and so it compresses the amount of time it takes to play a game. So it goes from an hour to 30 minutes, basically, is like an average, and you get half reward for playing turbo. So that makes sense, I guess, from a time investment perspective. Is it like they want you to play an hour to earn this thing? But in the Cavern Crawl, if I win as this hero, I need to play and win as that hero again.
And that's
so I need to do
something
it
that
twice.
the previous time...
It's always done that, but
okay.
it's never felt as punishing.
Yeah.
It just feels like as someone who's playing turbo, I'm making zero progress even when I win and have a successful session.
Yeah,
so it's just exhausting. It's very disappointing. The Dota 2 community is pretty pissed off about it because it's so obvious. I mean, most of the threads in the Dota subreddit are, if you go and get a part-time job at a fast food restaurant at minimum wage, you will earn on and then spend all of that money, your hourly rate on that, you'll actually be ahead on time. Instead of spending 6 hours playing Dota to try and get levels, you should spend 6 hours working a casual job and then put all that money into the battle pass, into buying the levels, and you'll be way ahead.
Wow.
It's like, just go get a job, another job to get through this battle pass, which is just absurd.
Yeah, it sucks.
Crazy.
Yeah, so disappointing. But I did play one thing that was cute, fun. It came out around the Cyberpunk announcements over the weekend or Monday-ish for us, I think. But there's the latest patch has come out for Cyberpunk to tie into the Edge Runners TV show that's about to drop on Netflix. That's 12th of, I think it's the 12th, so it's in a few days.
I have a lie down after I watch the trailer.
Yeah.
You're going to watch that?
I did not know about it, but it sounds awesome.
We'll show you in the break.
We will show you the trailer. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Be
it's
wired.
epic. And in patching for the Edge Runner update, they put in an arcade game called
Oh, cool.
Roach Race. Roach being Roach the horse of Geralt.
Yep.
And it is also, while it's in this game, it is also a mobile app. So I've been playing it on my phone, but you can walk up to an arcade machine in the game and start playing Roach Race, which is one of those, like, it's basically the Google Chrome you're offline dino jump game.
Yeah.
So like it's not particularly deep, but it is, and it's very simple, but it's cute as all hell, and like it's dumb funny. Like, yeah, you get the speed boost and you run up on your front two legs.
Roach did
the horse flips for no reason, and and it's a fun little just like, you know, single button press game on your phone. So it works and it's funny.
What happens? Oh, and when you fall over, Geralt comes.
Yeah, Geralt catches you because you run out of the stable off the roof.
Off the roof.
You're off the roof because Roach always ends up on top of stupid shit.
It's true. I love it when games know
You
games.
also mentioned that the you can or Transmog is coming now, or it has come.
Oh, that's for Cyberpunk, not for this. Yeah.
Yeah, but for Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
because that's huge. I can't believe it's taken. I mean, I can't believe it's taken that long, all things considered. But like,
Yeah.
the fact that in a game set in a cyberpunk universe where you just want to look fucking cool, you spend so much time walking around in like flowery pink hats and a hazmat vest or a high vis outfit or something because that's the highest stat gear. It's crazy.
And in the cyberpunk universe, wearing a neon yellow vest and everything, people are like, oh, try being a bit more adventurous with your fashion. Come on.
This game looks nothing like, but remember on phones, Robot Unicorn
Oh,
Attack?
yeah.
Yep.
Always I wanna be with you. And
Oh my god, what a great game. I'm going to download that now.
Yep.
Cool.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, really?
I think I tried to find it like a few months or a year ago, and it's like all those old great apps that you used to love don't
Tired
exist.
because
Air traffic controller doesn't exist anymore, but there's 50 knockoffs.
If that existed today, that song would go fucking viral on TikTok, and Erasure would be at the top of the charts again.
Right. They did and then they did a version of it with Neverending Story. Like they upgraded it, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Turn around.
Okay, so wait. This is saying Unicorn Dash Infinity Run, old Unicorn Dash is here.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if it's
Unicorn.
it's
But
definitely
there's
an old
like
one.
weird versions that people have made.
Yeah, this could definitely be a
main
dodgy
one.
version,
Yeah.
because
And
if
that
it doesn't have the song, I don't give a shit.
Damn right.
Cool. How much playtime am I going to get out of this little road race thing?
Just got it.
Maybe half an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah, that's enough.
You can play it.
Like
while
I say,
playing
I would say
Destiny.
maybe you're gonna play it for half an hour.
Yeah.
Road race game.
Yeah. Because it's a score chase.
Wait,
so
it's
like
a score chase thing. Are you saying it's low or high?
Hi.
He's saying it's high. It's a stage thing. Like you do.
Oh, okay.
You're on one, and then you get through a
Because I
map
got
and
a
you go into
very
a town
big chuckle out of that, and I'm done.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah, but it's like
Okay, fair enough.
if it was on your phone, you would play for
Yeah,
half an hour.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been watching.
I'm not telling you should go and install it, but
No,
if
fair
you're
enough.
gonna,
It's
if-
no Pointy.
it's no point,
No
be
point
baby.
B. I've been enviously watching. Jess has been playing through Cyberpunk, and you loved it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I just really want the time in the PC to play that game. I just like it.
Got to get a rig.
We try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We try with you.
I find it oppressive, and I want to enjoy it, but it was so dark, and it was so.
I look forward to playing it in 2 more years from now or something, and then coming back to it and being like,
I hear it's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Like, I think
Yeah.
it's about as in good a shape now as it's going to get.
I think that's
Yeah.
kind of the
Yeah.
So
They've got the DLC coming in.
Yeah, the DLC was.
I feel like
it was
I might
kind of a
watch-
teaser trailer
Yeah.
for like a very like the Patriot Games kind of thing. Not Harrison Ford, but
multiplayer.
Yeah.
that's
That's
been like put way on the back.
Well,
burner.
yeah.
that was supposed to be out this year.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
Well,
For that.
Last year, I
Last
think.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Those are all the games that we played this week. That is Back for Blood. What's the name of the thing?
Children of the Worm.
Children of the Worm.
Children of the Worm.
Tiny King,
Go
Curse
get
to
it.
Golf, Shadow of War, Blade of
Get
Galadriel,
it.
Stone Survivors, I Was a Tino, Exocolonist, the Zachtronic Solitaire Collection, the Dota 2 Compendium, don't go get it, and Roach Race.
Go get it.
Go get it.
Go get it.
Get that roach.
Yeah. Get half an hour of your life with a horse. What was happening when it hit the gate?
So it just trips on obstacles.
And then it keeps it in the back. Why did it change shape? When it hit the gate?
It just kind of glitched out.
it's like it just like slides on the ground, and then Geralt catches up to it.
That's
And then
what
Geralt
it
catches
was.
up to it. It's
Okay.
like, you're okay.
Yeah,
Roach.
that's cute. That's
classic
cute. That's
horse
cute.
slide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fucking adorable. Okay, cool. We'll be back after this short break.
You have to be back.
Here at Boxwell, we can box whatever you want. You got something that needs a box, we'll have the box for that thing. We can put books in boxes, pillows in boxes. I've put tins of black beans in boxes. One time I put 32 VHS copies of the film The Boxer in a Boxwell box. Basically, you bring it in and we'll box it. Well, because we're Boxwell. Last week a lady came in with a wooden box and she asked me to put that box in a Boxwell box that was bigger. She didn't think I could put a box in a bigger box, but I sure as hell did. I put that box in a bigger Boxwell box and I showed her and she fucked right off. Put a body in a box. Yeah, boxed a couple of bodies, yeah. No, not at work. Not at work. Yeah, Boxwell boxes are the best quality boxes money can buy. So in order to protect that box, every time we box something in a Boxwell, we make sure to put that Boxwell in another box to protect the Boxwell box from being damaged by other shitty home brand boxes. No one takes boxes more seriously than us, not even Michael B. Jordan. Little box joke there for all you box lovers. Michael B. Jordan, of course, Michael Box Jordan to his friends and family, of which I am one. I know him. So when you need it boxed well, use a Boxwell, because no one boxes boxes like Boxwell.
A little bit of Shrek. What the fuck? How about something a little more kid-friendly?
The Grinch.
Oh god. Oh god.
Hi guys, I'm a Nintendo fanboy.
I like watermelon and getting high. I apologize for what's about to happen. I hate it. Oh, put me back.
Liptember is a campaign dedicated to raising funds and awareness for women's mental health. In the past, the majority of mental health research has been focused on men, with the findings applied to women. This has resulted in a number of programs and prevention strategies that are unable to fully assist the mental health needs of the female population. The Liptember campaign hopes to change that. By placing a gender lens on mental health, research has shown to be more accurate and support programs more effective. Each year, Liptember funds are donated to a range of impact partners who deliver carefully selected women's mental health programs, initiatives, support services, and research. All donations over $2 are tax deductible. So please dig deep and donate today.
Oh, welcome back, and a big thank you to Lisdalia, Multifish, and Boxy for your continued support. And of course, a big thank you to face filters.
I wouldn't thank them for what they showed me in. I never want to shave my beard.
Between
We need to
your
shave you at
voice
some point.
mod thing and your face filter thing,
I had a lot of fun doing
you
it.
guys would make one chaotic variety stream.
Don't
If only there
shake
was
that
a
room.
If only there was a platform we could do that.
Can we shave you on stage at PAX as your talent?
That could be my talent, shaving us.
Yeah, you're a really good shaver.
I was.
He's never gonna let you.
I,
touch
let,
his face.
I feel like we've done
Beatrice
that.
Megan.
And we've had fun
Can I
with
shave
that.
another part of you? Your back.
No,
Your spine?
Your chest. You got a hairy chest.
I do have a hairy chest.
But if
No.
you shave it, then it's gonna be all itchy.
Will it? Look at this.
That's just an old wife. Good.
And Lisdalia getting behind Liptember again. So
Amazing.
There you go.
there you go.
Well done, Liz.
Goddamn hair.
Fantastic. All right. I'll tell you what I get behind. Gus said that he needed a new PC because his computer sucks.
He needs a cyberpunk rig.
What?
Yeah, like just think of the shit you could bolt onto that to make it a cyber. Could they? Only in my wildest dreams.
Oh,
Nicholas.
for sure. For sure.
So if you want a cyberpunk PC, your dreams, head to Dream PC. You dream it. They build it. They punk it. Easy to configure a PC via their website. Bespoke systems built to order. That means you go.
You wonder where Ashton Kutcher's been? He's been here, punking computers.
Punking computers.
You think that's PC in that box? Nah, no, it is. That's
It
what
is.
he's doing.
That was punked.
His version of it, the Dream PC punked, is that you don't think it's a PC.
You thought you ordered a jacuzzi, but
Yeah.
you got a PC delivered.
20 PCs
You got
strapped
punked.
together. You got punked.
That would be better. 20 PCs strapped together?
Yep.
That's sick. I'd prefer that over a jacuzzi for sure.
Yeah, jacuzzi's done
Jacuzzis,
by,
it's a lot of maintenance.
It's a lot of maintenance.
It's a lot of like, and you all think it's a fun idea until you're all in it, and then you're like,
And then the key bowl comes out again.
Yeah, because like really the only good thing there's two things you want to do in a jacuzzi. It's drink and fuck. And so if you're doing that, things are going to get in the jacuzzi water, and then you need to constantly be cleaning the jacuzzi.
Well, that's
gotta
why
cover
it's
it up
highly
during
chlorinated,
winter.
I think. That's usually what.
Highly chlorinated.
And
is
it
not
stings.
good for the bits.
Filtration system.
You don't want any of this. So
Don't put that in a PC.
Don't buy a jacuzzi. Buy a PC from dreampc.com.au. Authorized market parts seller and live updates via their build tracker. You can personally watch them strap 20 PCs together. And Heshton Kutcher will bring it to you.
Snap on a Speedo and lounge around on top of it. Like
Go.dreampc.com.au/backpocket for more information. Get the PC of your dreams.
Dungalev wants to know if a cyberpunk PC is partially made of flesh.
Oh, because like in Cyberpunk, the people are all computer parts or have a lot of them. So is that a way you would do it? Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It has 2 ghost fingers.
Ooh, like that. If you had to pick one part of your PC to be flesh, which part would you pick, Pete?
Good question.
Where the flesh is from? Is it the wings?
Yep.
Is it the
I would pick the power button.
The power button?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No.
Every time you press the power button, it's a belly
fleshy.
button.
Yeah.
It's an outie. And you push it in to turn it on.
I like that. I like that.
Awful.
Rick, get on that.
I would
Start
make it.
harvesting those buttons.
I would make it the CPU, and it would be a heart, and it would just be beating. And
I would.
yeah.
Mine's too
like
real.
that.
I would have stretched skin over the vent with little pinprick holes through it, so when the air came through, it would be like coming through little like flappy skin holes.
Yeah.
I would want RAM installed inside ribs, and then pressed into the
Oh, I
RAM
like
slots.
that. I
So
like
it's got
that.
like 4 ribs.
ribs,
what-
but
the
ribs
rib
are
rack.
curvy.
Yeah, work it fucking out. It's not my problem.
Bend the
I'm the
RAM.
creative here.
And what did you say yours would be?
No.
Mine's like the vent,
Yeah.
where the fan
Yeah.
pushes out, is like stretched flat skin with lots of little pinpricks.
Oh, okay. Well, I my version of that would be the fan would just be a mouth that just goes
lips going like that the whole time. Because you know Nick's looking at that mouth.
PC is currently like unsubscribing.
This is what Rick knows what he paid for.
Yeah.
Rick knows what he paid for. This is what you want, buddy. You happy? You satisfied? If you wanted a real
what
commercial-
happened?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Good. Okay, fantastic. God, someone photoshopped that PC. It's
all
got
the
an
bits?
inny-outy belly button.
Yep.
It's got a mouth for the top fan that breathes in and out. It's got skin poked on the back with things in
the
it.
vent.
It's got a heart for the CPU and
got ribs,
Rib RAM.
Ram
Good.
ribs.
Okay, fantastic. Will, and what do you want on that?
I don't know. They don't really have them anymore, but a hand that pops out for discs.
Oh, that's fucking
nice.
awesome.
That's
That's
sick.
amazing.
That's
That's
great.
Is it
so
does it do
good.
this? Does it come out and do the finger and you put the disc on the finger?
All right.
But then it gets stuck on the way in. And
Well, today, as always, we have written checks that Dream PC can never cash. But thank you very much, Dream PC, for being a beloved back pocket business partner. All right, speaking of beloved business partners, let's move on to our next segment, a little something we like to call Oh, very good gameplay. Presented by
It's presented by Rhys Wild.
That's
He loves emotes as much as I do.
Is there a flip emote?
Ooh.
There's flip finishes.
and you can
There's
flip your
so many
sparrow.
flip
That's true.
finishes.
Yep.
Yeah.
There is a Dirty Dancing lift. One.
Oh, really?
If that goes wrong,
That's
a
my
flip?
go-to. That's my go-to.
Is that one of the ones that, like, when 2 players do it, it works? But can you do lonely ones without anyone?
No.
No.
No. I just stand there like this, going.
Because
Nick, witness me.
So that's what at the end of every strike, when it's just like me and randoms, and everyone's like instantly is like, "Oh, what gear did I get?" And I'm there going, "Come on, guys, let's just celebrate. We did a great job. We were a great team."
Doesn't matter what we got.
Yeah.
What we got was fun.
Yeah.
nobody puts
You got all the
Onyx
time in the world to be in
corner.
your menu.
I don't know that guy.
Beautiful. Okay, so this one is either going to be just peace beers or incredibly embarrassing because we are going to play.
Is this trivia?
Are we going to hear the Rhys flip? What does he flip this time?
Oh,
yes, I'm
goodness
so
me.
sorry.
I'm
to
so
interrupt.
sorry. I'm a terrible host. Rhys,
I just want to know how he's flipped this
Rhys
week.
Wild.
Because you've skipped through a lot of them to get to like further down the
Well,
list.
we're just jumping them out of order.
Like Rhys does doing his flips.
Rhys, I will say that I have that DM you sent me on Discord like 2 weeks ago. And I
Hello?
marked it as unread, so I
Yeah,
know
that's right.
Yeah.
to read it later.
It's the wind.
Should we let it in?
Must have been the wind.
Okay. The latest
another
Rhys. Oh, okay. The latest Rhys fact is not flip related. My goodness.
What?
Not worth the spit take. One not worth it.
He held a human brain and heart in a wet lab at uni.
Living?
I hope so.
Well,
Does he mean inside a wet Labrador?
Interesting.
so
Like,
you
was it a
take your
dog?
brain
Yeah, yeah.
and you
No,
put
that means
It was like inserting. It's
that's
Air
like a wet Labrador
That's how
comes
Air
up
Bud-
from the beach,
Yeah.
and in its mouth there's a brain. You can give me that.
Give me that. Give me that now.
Go ahead, drop your head.
Was the lab supposed to be wet? That's my other question.
It's one of those cadaver labs, I think. They
Why
have
would-
at
I
university.
guess you want to be able to wash them down pretty
That's
well.
true.
You want to hose down that?
Want to hose it down.
That body.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Maybe, yeah,
Disgusting.
good. That's a good point, Hugaholic. Maybe they were building a PC.
How heavy was the brain?
Hugaholic, you're my favorite tonight. How heavy is the brain?
How
That's a good
smart was
question.
it?
Yep. And that's a very good question. How smart was his brain? Because we're going to need a smart brain because we're going to play Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
We kind of needed to sting the "Are you smarter than a fifth grader" graphic.
I've never
there.
watched
did.
the show,
We
so
did. Yeah. But this is it. So we're going to... now, are we playing against each other? Or?
Yes.
Yeah,
we are.
If everyone grabs a controller, we had a little test run of this, and
Oh,
I'll be honest,
God,
I've never
incredible.
watched the show, but we just did a quick test question, and the first one came up.
We had a couple of fumbles.
Oh,
I had a couple of fumbles,
I'm
and
not good at this.
so
stuff.
Steph, then you're in the same boat as me, which is that like, who wants to be a millionaire? You fail a question, you're like, I guess I can't get the
Be a
hardest
millionaire.
question in the world. But this game is literally, it's not, are you smarter than a fifth grader? It's like, you're smarter than a fifth grader, aren't you?
God, I just came off shooting a television show.
As
But
Nick
like-
tries to pour wine with the lid on.
I hope no one saw that. Okay, so here's the thing. Gus at the break goes, points at my wine glass. He's like, "You want to top up?" I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much."
No,
And
you
then-
didn't. You said, yeah.
Oh, well, you know, it was a play.
It was a play.
I
and
actually
then-
was like,
the
thank
nothings
you.
were-
and then I leant over at the beginning of the segment and picked up my wine glass, and there was nothing in it. I was like, "What?" And I look, and there's a wine bottle here. So I was like, "Okay, you just brought the bottle." And then I didn't realize you hadn't taken the lid off. So
Oh, it's my fault now. Well, I could beat a fifth grader.
But I think, obviously it's embarrassing. The format exists as a television show and now as a video game because there are plenty of people out there where this is an enjoyable experience.
I just came off a television show for
not
like
gonna be honest.
science and maths scholar kids, and I had to I was hosting the show, so I had to be like in MasterChef. I had to go hover around the benches and be like, how are you going with the challenge and stuff? Talk me through what you're thinking.
Yeah.
But I had no fucking idea what they were doing.
No, of course.
So I was just like, talk me through your process. And they're like, oh, well, because of the way this works, and then if we add these two things together, and then this is going to happen. And I'd be like, But what if that doesn't work? And they
thought
were
about
like,
that, you dumb kid.
well, I mean, if we've calculated it correctly, then it should work. And I'm like, carry on.
Have you considered implementing the new math?
Have you consulted the new Math Testament?
So we had a quick test of this early on, and we found that we're all going to play against each other. We'll work out the rules, because I've never watched the show, but basically it's like lifelines are these little kids that sit in there and you'll notice get ejected from the room. But we did work out that the game doesn't have, for names, you just choose from two parts of two different words. And so it's and these are all voiced. So as the game will play, it'll be
And it's nice, Mom.
it's the turn of Free Range Dad. So we all get to pick our own names, to which we then called ourselves Bean Greaser, which I love.
Bean Greaser.
So one of us will be
Oh,
Bean
wait,
Greaser.
we are collectively bean greaser?
No. One of us will be that.
Sounds like a sex thing.
That's
It
why
sure
we
does.
picked it, Stephanie.
I think we should all be Bean something.
How is that?
I'll be
an
Bean
option?
Flicker.
Well, if
Okay.
Bean Flicker is
Can't
there,
be
we-
Bean.
so
Nick.
Nick will be Bean. This is the best part of the game. We think we discovered.
We think that this is the best part.
Mum's Bean.
Is Bean the
I
second
think
one
Bean's
too?
only in the first.
Do we
Well,
think
there's some good ones.
anyone
There was
seen
an
Bean?
option like this in what was it?
Can I be Bean Ruler?
Oh, in Formula One, because in Formula One, it's you can choose because they announce your name, they'll refer to you. If you have a normal,
Maybe they
Yeah,
there it is.
Bean.
overused name,
Bean Forester,
then
Bean Egg.
it's in there. But if your name isn't in there, you can choose from generic.
Oh, just the...
So they'll call you Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one, stud.
Yeah, stuff like that. And there were some really wild ones. I can't remember what they were.
Yeah, they had that in, what's the, Forza.
Yeah.
Well, did
But
you
Forza's amazing. Forza has
It was
everyone.
F1.
F1,
yeah.
yeah.
Nick, you are Bean.
I'm going to be Bean...
Caretaker.
I don't mind Bean Keeper, but Bean...
Bean Egg is also fun.
Bean Ruler is taken.
I want
Oh,
egg.
Bean Roll is taken. I'll be the Bean Scholar.
Bean Villain?
Bean Villain. Bean Villain. Bean
Is it the
Yeah,
same?
gotta fuck that bean up.
Yeah.
And Stephanie, what kind
Column
of
of words on each side, and you're choosing combinations of them, or are they different?
They're two different columns. Like the word.
I think they are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. So you can't be bean. But
Can't be bean.
But you're gonna be bean something, so you got to pick from.
Bean zine. There was a zine.
They're zines, magazines, aren't they?
Yeah, it is a zine.
It's a
There was
zine.
bean zine. Yeah.
Stephanie, what kind of bean would you like to be?
You're the bean keeper
Egg.
here. Bean egg.
Bean egg.
Bean egg. Fun.
Cool. Stephanie's bean egg.
Egg.
Nick is bean villain. Peter is bean ruler, and I will be bean egg. Bean greaser.
Bean greases.
Bean grease is
Perfect.
great.
grease
It was
is
the
perfect.
funniest thing. It was so good.
So we're gonna play study mode, which is all of us. We're gonna play with 4 of us.
I am 2 types of food.
Ready to go. Are you sharing one controller? Or
We have
each
multiple
player
controllers.
one? Please pick your
Everyone
avatar.
pick your name.
Next
Egg,
player.
egg,
Please
egg.
pick next player. It's your turn.
Who
to
took
pick.
bean ruler?
Next
Oh,
one.
me, maybe. How do I do it?
Fussy baby.
Am I?
Well,
I think you're in position
It's your
2,
turn
Steph.
now.
Yeah.
Bean
Is
egg.
everyone happy with their? We're gonna have some fun today.
Alrighty.
I didn't know where my glasses are.
So
This isn't a glasses game.
I'll let this play the rules
Nah, it's,
once.
the
Everyone pay
question's
attention.
pretty big.
One of you will be randomly picked to choose the subject.
To you?
every
To you?
time.
No, to him.
You
Ah.
pulled so much focus.
Same
Jeez.
Sorry.
on that subject. You'll have a classmate to help you all out, and 3 chances.
This
to
guy looks
cheat.
like that
You
guy
can either copy
that's
your
on.
classmate's
You're not paying
answer,
attention at all,
Morning
Stephanie.
Show.
whole class would answer the question, or just discard
What?
this
You're not paying-
question and get a new question entirely. No cheating. allowed.
Hildebrand.
Question them.
Oh, it looks like Joe Hildebrand.
He looks like Joe Hill.
Oh, that's
He does.
real
I'm glad we got
backhand
there.
Joe
On your
Hildebrand.
own.
Steph, you're going to explain the rules to us when this is over.
Isn't it
You'll
like a
get
trivia?
points for each right answer, and by the end of it all,
Look over
no,
Pete and I playing
nailed it.
which
solitaire.
of you all are smarter than a 5th grader?
This guy's a lot of face.
Since
Let's
we
bring in
got a
those
big
kids.
class today,
It is Rusty. Loki Cat. Holy shit! It's Rusty.
It looks like Rusty.
this might split
Rusty.
you
Who's
into
Rusty?
teams.
A mate of mine who I worked with on League of
Or even
Legends.
pit one
There are
of you
modifiers?
against
This we didn't
everyone
see in the
else
run
with a
through.
chance to win
No,
some
no,
nice
no, I don't like
Joe
this at all.
Hildebrand.
Yes.
Let's go. Welcome to
They
first
have modifiers in year
It's
1.
time for
That's
some
great,
fun
guys.
today. Every question here is worth 100 points. Yay!
Oh, God, there
You'll
they
get
are.
They
help
are.
from your classmate.
Oh, they're random
So,
kids as well.
are we talking this through?
No, because we're against each other.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I believe.
Isaac.
This is going to be a very quiet.
Isaac?
It's Isaac.
Isaac? That's clearly Isaac.
Hi,
It's a-
I'm
But then there was Eli, and you guys
I know,
went,
the
it's
way it's-
Eli, and they went, it's Ellie.
The way it's spelt is different.
That's
there's
true.
no double C.
So Isaac is good at grammar, and I'm up first to pick the category.
Racer.
So
You'll
I could
pick
pick something
one
that
of
he'd be
these
good at to
subjects.
help, or I could just say,
We've got
fuck off, Isaac.
math,
I'm not going to do it. So I'm gonna go-
Nanogenes thinks it's Reaps.
Vocabulary.
I'm going to go
Pretty
with
Reaps
maths
as well.
because I'm
I can
bad
take
at maths, but I'd like to do maths at a
Maybe
first grade
math
level.
Looks
isn't
strong
that
like
hard
Reaps.
in this equations question.
Yes, Reaps vibes. So this should be just a
Dog,
cakewalk,
Pete,
right?
Is 14
that's me.
dog years
It's you.
old. If 1 human year equals 7 dog years,
What?
how old is Pete in human years?
How's dog Pete?
14
14 dog years.
2, 3. Which is the right answer?
Oh shit.
Okay, I got it, but I was confused at the start.
Yeah, it was the way the question was phrased.
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
Complicated for what it is.
You got to press and hold.
Also-
press and hold your option.
A hole. Also,
Press and hold A. Steph, press and hold. Not A.
That's
Why? What did I do?
Hey,
You
what's
said-
And the correct answer
but it wasn't
is
me.
It was you. You have to press and hold, and it didn't.
Two.
It didn't.
A bunch of you
fucked
got
it.
it correct.
I don't understand. I thought it was
100
Gus's
points
turn.
for
Just
the
alt
one
F4.
No, we all play at the same time.
Also, the confusing thing is Pete should be the owner and Kay should be the dog. No one is called Kay with a dog called Pete.
Thanks for helping us out. Why don't you tell us something about yourself?
Oh yeah, let's look at Isaac.
I'm in
My parents fucked up my name.
Slam poke.
Excellent.
Chat's like, it's too
Gotta
easy.
go to the
Yeah, no
next
fucking shit. It's for your grade 1.
Yeah. Wait, what do you expect?
Bean ruler, you're up.
Bean.
me.
Ruler. Please pick
Steph,
a
I
good
think you're out.
subject.
Should we? Can we?
They are
Oh, maybe you're in. Let's see if you're
life
in the next
science,
round.
Social studies.
No.
vocabulary,
Should have listened to the instructions summoned.
you did. You're
And
too
not
busy
listen
thinking
to
about
your
Joe
husband.
Hildebrand.
He was like
Joe
distracting.
Hildebrand.
He was just he was distracting. And once my brain is on that track, I have to follow it through.
Yep.
And I found it.
Is a great first grader, but is distracted
I think you're
easily.
still in.
That was every report
I
card.
know, Mike. don't.
Every report
pig, and
card.
a
I think it's
spider.
per round.
Stephanie is very creative. However,
True or false? Charlotte's Web is a children's
You are
book
playing.
that-
You are playing, Steph. Just hold your answer.
until the end of the round.
You see it on the. You're the tree on the
Everyone's
left.
answers
I can't see
locked
that.
in.
Woo!
Well, the actual answer is
Pig.
true.
Fantastic.
All got this question
The-
right.
We all saw Charlotte's Web.
The Charlotte's Web thing, I saw, my brain did that thing where I saw all the words on the screen at once, and then I just combined them in my
Right,
brain
that's
in an
enough for
instant,
me.
and I thought
Take
it
it
said,
away, Claudia.
true or false? Charlotte's Web is a true story based on the spreadsheet, and I was like, what? I don't know.
This game show
Can a pig
format
and a
is-
spider truly be friends?
Because the format's killing us because the question is so con. It's like, you're smarter than a 5th grader. And you're like, yeah. And then you're in there, like, the pressure's on. These kids are sliding in and out on panels. There's a new teacher.
Take it easy.
Is this a slam? Yeah, slam
You're a
poetry.
creep, bud. Like, go away.
Freaking weird.
He's back.
How did he get there so quickly? It'd be great if he slid off and there
What
was
were the
just
names?
fire.
Haley,
Yeah.
Joaquin, Ava,
Keen,
Halima.
Halima. These are all very,
Awesome names.
The name is Joaquin, and I can answer any math or geometry question.
Now we did this, and you can use them as lifelines, and he fucked it up.
The leaders
Oh.
are the ones
Oh.
who will answer for the rest. Confer with each other and make sure your group gets the right
Okay,
answer.
I'm the leader of one group.
Bean ruler. That's Peter.
Me.
Bean
Ruler
ruler.
team.
Pick
But who am I
yourself a good
with?
subject.
I'm with Steph.
Between
You are.
measurements.
Nick, you got me.
Social studies.
Steph, would you like to do measurements, life sciences, vocab, or social
For
studies?
life.
What would you like to
The
do?
wedding vows. You've got Peter.
Social studies? Social studies? Stephanie, we're on a timer. I don't think we're on a timer, though.
Just pick one. I don't care.
There's a clock.
I think it's set dressing.
You've been flagged for answering this next question.
All right, we got this.
Flagged.
Flag
sounds like you're in trouble.
Totally. It sounds like we're being
Make
punished.
up the symbol of the Olympic flag.
5.
Stephanie.
That's right. Is she playing against us?
6.
Yeah, she is. Oh, good.
7.
Thanks, Steph.
I thought it was trivia.
It is.
It is trivia.
Why does everyone answer it?
It's
We
like
need
Who
to-
Wants to Be a Millionaire?
We need to answer it.
Hold the button to
Oh,
confirm
it's
your
only
answer.
peace.
It's only the leaders do it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
leaders.
pick the thing and then the other
The
person.
right
yeah.
answer is 5.
Incredible.
Everyone answered it correctly.
Nailed it. What
It's like
about
they-
Stephanie.
Some of them called out the answer.
Black,
That's
yellow,
fine too.
red, green, blue.
There's no black.
Isn't there black?
Isn't there?
Oh, maybe.
What are they? I think there is a black one, yeah.
Joaquin,
There's
Thanks
5. Yeah.
for attending.
yellow,
Why don't you tell us a
green,
fact
blue.
about your favorite
Brown?
subject?
Red, yellow,
With
green,
commonly
blue.
known Euclidean
Maybe it is black.
geometry,
Is it black?
I think it's
there is
black.
This
also
might be a question later on. Hold
It
on,
is
do
black.
and Lobachevsky.
An
Can you
important
go
fact.
away?
Let us go to the
The-
next question.
I will say the production value of this game is very high.
It is
Yeah,
very
And you
awesome.
can skip through
You're up.
the dialogue stuff.
I love you got the
being
peace
villain.
sign and you're a bean villain.
You're a bean
Let's take a
villain.
look at the subjects.
I'm so
You have
bad at measurements.
Damn it.
We all
Should've
live
gone
in a
measurements.
society.
Oh, it's gonna have to. But it,
Aren't
it
you on the
comes
same
up-
team?
This question.
No, not anymore. That was
was
just
it.
for that.
So confused. I
Samurai
thought you were on the same
military
team.
nobility.
Now we're not
Just
anymore.
for that part.
Which country?
Oh, God. Samurai.
This clearly ratchets
Your
up, right?
answer.
Yeah, we're only in 2nd grade, mate.
Yeah.
Wait, we have to.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, this just ratcheted up. Holy, so hard. Where the hell is Japan?
Left.
Yeah, nailed it. There you go. There you go.
That's it. Damn it.
No, it's north in that. You can see it.
You can see it.
It's the top of your piece symbol.
Is it?
Your
The
turn
top
to
right of
I don't know. I honestly don't know geography.
Oh wait, we all get a turn. Fuck.
Incredible.
Can you zoom in? This is insane.
That's not Japan.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
You can zoom in.
It is the, in fact,
Oh, you can zoom
the
in.
island nation of Japan.
You could zoom. Well, of course that's Japan. That's Japan. Fuck it all over it.
Remember when we went there?
That was so much fun.
It was such a good time.
That was a great trip.
That was a good little trip.
Yeah.
I just.
Yeah. 72 hours. Speed trip.
God, that was a well.
72 hours, and part of that time was spent zipping around in
Go-karts.
Mario onesies on the streets of Japan in go-karts.
1
That is
hour.
insane.
1 hour of that 72-hour
Give
trip
us
was
your
looking at a
answer.
slideshow of 4 World of Tanks ships.
Weren't they ships? Steph,
Yep.
you're up.
It was
World of
warships.
Tanks.
That's right.
World of Warships.
X to zoom in.
Guys, I'm
Steph.
sorry about Japan.
Am I still trying to find Japan?
Bless you,
Yep.
Japan.
Yeah. You got to find it as well.
X to zoom in, did you say?
Correct.
It's
Is
weird
this
that you.
a trick?
It's not a trick.
Oh no, it is actually X.
It's weird that you get to
There you go.
It's weird that you get to do this one at a time.
Yeah.
Because like if I went second, I'd definitely get this right.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is?
Yeah.
Normally a map has the word Japan on it.
That's true. That's a fault of this map.
It's like they're teaching kids maths, but every kid has a phone with a calculator. So you go like, well, you shouldn't learn this. You know what you should learn?
The correct answer is Japan.
How to regulate your emotions.
Wow. Nick, I think you picked Bali or Indonesia.
Wait, I got points, didn't I? Oh no, did I? No. Oh shit.
Nick,
You're on the.
I didn't pick Indonesia. Indonesia's right above there.
I feel like you picked the. I
Malaysia?
feel like you
To be
picked
fair,
the
Nick,
ocean in the middle of nowhere.
You put peace in the South China Sea.
It's time to check the points. You're all pretty good.
I am
Only a
smarter
few
than
wrong
all
answers.
of these 5th graders.
And what's going on in the South China Sea?
Oh, the things they're up to. The things.
Oh, there's a war between the whales and the dolphins.
He's back.
America's supplying the dolphins with lasers.
3rd grade. Every question is now worth.
I'm so sorry.
200 points. Let's greet our new classmates.
Who lives in Japan
and
now? Is
say
it
goodbye
Multifish?
to the old
Multifish.
I'm so sorry, Multifish.
Yeah. I mean,
Goodbye.
Sorry, Joaquin.
sorry, fellow.
Get out of there.
And giving you a hand
They all
now.
ride the desk.
Dion.
As if you wouldn't look how fast that thing is whipping in.
Yeah, it's a
That's a
fairground.
roller
Yeah,
coaster.
you'd break
Yeah.
your neck for sure. Dion wants a tier list of all the countries in the world.
Jesus Christ. Norway's at the top.
I don't think we should do that.
There are some stands that I didn't know existed. I
Yeah. There's a lot of stands.
feel like every now and again somebody will mention one, and I'm like, never heard
Steph,
that
you're up,
from
Bean
it.
Egg.
Bean egg, you got to choose a subject.
It's Bean Egg's time to shine.
You're in 3rd grade. You got
Let's
Haley.
take one of
She's
these
here to help you.
subjects.
And what is she good at?
Now it's
Well, we weren't
life
listening.
science.
But she looks like a vocab
English
nerd.
teacher proud in
Did this do
next
okay in
question.
Australia? I know it was an American format that we picked up.
Rove
What
hosted
is
this,
the
I think.
Did he?
singular
Yeah.
form of the
Hamish?
word
I
lice?
think Rove did.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Think.
point.
Lie.
I feel like Hamish also.
Lease.
Ho.
Louse.
Oh.
Choose the right answer.
Yeah, I had no idea.
What did we all pick?
I know what it is.
I know what it is.
Louse.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The
I did
real
not pick that.
answer is actually
But I don't have kids.
Pick Steph.
Louse.
Oh, okay, good.
louse.
But I have lice.
You
But yeah,
I don't have kids, but I have lice.
200 points for those who got it right.
It is hosted
I
by the
always think
popular
about
TV personality Rove
There
McMahon.
you
There
go.
was a line in something where someone with a New York accent
So,
says,
Haley, thanks for
you're
coming
gonna give me
back.
louses.
Can you give
In
everyone
what?
And it always makes me laugh.
In what?
terrible.
What was it in?
But that wasn't the line, but it was something like that.
No. But I was like, it should. There would be lice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the
I'll be
bit.
quiet. I'll be quiet. That was that the bit.
Bean Greaser.
That's
You're
me.
gonna give me louses.
You're up.
Bean.
Was it-
Greaser.
subject?
It sounds like
It's like Guys and Dolls. Or something.
Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Yeah, something like that, but older.
It's Mouses. I've picked reading.
There's a
Narrator
louse on
Jean
your
Louise
hat.
Finch
Spice
goes by
Net.
what nickname in To Kill a Mockingbird?
Oh,
The narrator.
who knows this?
Beezus.
I know this.
Scout. Tootie.
Tootie.
Choose your answer.
Oh,
Beezus?
Everyone who
Sweet
answered.
Beezus.
Sweet baby.
Sweet baby
Right
Beezus.
answer is Scout. No one answered this one wrong.
I was really fucking thrown when you all went Beezus. I was like, Jesus, what the fuck is Beezus?
But that's enough for me.
Is that a question for
It's your
3rd graders?
turn,
Should Hilda
Claudia.
break
Well,
it out?
yeah, because like
Who's reading To Kill a Mockingbird in year 3?
For sure. That's
That's
super.
it.
I read that in year 6.
It's about a rape.
Questions
Yeah.
From the 4th
Yeah.
grade. Every question here
Is the
Sorry,
third
I
grade?
just imagine him
is the third
saying
grade
it.
different in America?
Bean villain.
Let's greet the
It's
new
about a rape.
classmate and say goodbye to the old one.
See you
And he's being put to he's on trial for it, but he's not being put up for capital punishment.
No,
is
he. Don't
Now
remember.
is-
Don't remember if he's.
Feels like something that would have been.
Feels like.
I feel like that was it.
Halima.
Halima.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely high school.
It feels like when the show is over, they all get tracked into a thing that closes, and
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, yeah.
then they
This
just don't get
question,
used to
we
another
split
show.
you into groups to even out the scores with the leaders answering for
Alright,
the
it's just the
group.
team.
We're in a team.
Talk
Sorry,
with
just the
each
fact that it
other
was to even
make
out the
sure
score.
your leader answers the
They got to stop putting
question
P5 in there because there's no player 5. It's a confusing graphic.
That is true. You are spot on, Bean.
Bean Greaser. Pick a good subject
Bean
for
Greaser.
yourself.
Ruler.
So it's
Fuck,
life
yeah, let's try
science.
life sciences.
Measure
Measurements.
your new lease
No,
on
I'm not
life.
going near that
Life
shit.
You guys
science
aren't
Let me need measurements. We're on a team and
Or
you're on a
close
team
to them, I don't know,
for
Nick.
for this question.
Or false. According to the scientific classification of all living things, a phylum can contain multiple orders.
God fucking damn it, Pete.
Cheat.
Cheat!
Don't look at.
Do we have to answer it as well?
Yep.
Cheat. You can cheat.
Do you know it?
Cheat. Do you
I
know
feel
the
like
answer?
it's true.
Okay, go for it.
Lock it in. We're cheating.
Got 2 answers.
How do we want
locked
to cheat,
in.
though? Do we want
Let's
to rough up one of the kids?
let's copy their answer.
Someone is about to use their
That's
cheat.
terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
No, that's not
But our
terrible. You
answer could
copy
be
a kid's
wrong.
answer.
I just,
Okay.
Go back
Oh,
and
okay.
I just
note
went
the
with
answer.
my,
Miss
with
shit.
my, with
Oh,
my gut.
we could go a new question. That'd really fuck.
Question.
Let's get a new question.
All right, let's.
That is a
Cheat for the
proper
group
cheat.
is
Fuck biology.
new question. You'll get a new question of the same type. No cheating this time.
Damn it.
No, oh fuck.
Oh,
I wanted to
no.
go to something else.
Cells are responsible for carrying
Ah,
oxygen
thank
from
God
the
that's easy.
lungs
Come
to
on.
the rest of the body.
Come on.
White
Pump
blood
Pump cells.
I want to know if Phylum was right.
Platelets.
We'll find out.
Red
Are we
blood
what?
cells.
Do we get
Platelets.
points? Do we get more points?
Hopefully.
We should get more points.
What's the real answer?
The real answer, not the fake answer. Yeah.
Rusty left. He said he had to go.
Wait, what?
Yeah. But they sort of swap out because there's only 2 teachers in
you're
all of
right.
this school.
Why?
They're doing all the different grades. It's very understaffed.
Biology sucks. Fucking platelets. I don't know. That's what.
What did you pick?
The actual
Red.
answer is
I think I was going. I've
red blood
He's
cells.
like, it's white
definitely
blood
thinking
And
white.
You got it right.
Because oxygen's white.
You both get 200.
That's why we can see through it.
Yeah, yeah.
And let's see what the answer for the first question was.
Ah,
It's
what?
True. 2 perfect answers. You both get 200.
The bean egg.
You did. Wait.
They got points.
Get more points because we didn't cheat.
They
Oh.
got the points for the first
Halima,
question that we didn't
thank
answer.
you for
Yeah.
attending
Yeah.
today.
Because they got it right.
Yeah, because we got it right. You chose to cheat.
I can sing a song that names every country in the world.
Please don't.
Do
Can
it.
you mark the max?
Do it.
Halima,
Does
fuck
that
off.
include
Do it, you
handstand?
coward.
You can skip kids dialogue. Aardvark. Bean
Big
Dylan.
Dylan, you're up.
You're up.
Bean, Dylan.
What happens when we hit fifth grade?
Bean.
For this question. Pick
Ah,
between.
fuck
Get your
honesty.
real answer for the measurements question.
Animaniacs.
A dragonfly flies 2 meters and 32 centimeters.
Oh.
How far is that in millimeters? What's
we're not
the
playing
right
together.
answer?
I was about to tell you the answer.
Oh, you have to pick it, Nick. But that means we all just watch.
Are we?
You
Are we?
slide it left and right, and then press
Oh,
up.
right.
That's strangely easy to watch. Come on, Halima.
Please,
Get involved.
pick an answer.
Sing a song.
You fool.
Please pick your answer.
Japan is further up.
Japan.
No, because I said, see, this would confuse American kids, though, because the numbers make sense.
That's true.
But we
yeah.
have the American thing turned off, so this would be
Inches and square feet.
Oh, yep.
system if we didn't have that.
Which is
Which would have been more interesting.
That's
and
true.
I maintain. I said it.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
said it. Didn't I say it? Didn't I say it?
which one's the metric system? This is a question I would
Ours.
get wrong.
Ours
Ours
is
is
the
metric. They're
I
imperial.
can't read it.
It now says 2320.
Yes,
Stephanie.
you're on the correct one.
Halima's like, I don't know if that's right.
Do you? Well,
All
I don't
right,
trust you
everyone's
now forever.
answered.
Yeah, fair.
Forever.
So, the correct answer is 2,320 millimeters.
We did it.
Are we smarter yet? We're in 4th grade.
Yeah,
We
we're
can
not.
install a cupboard.
Can we go into like
No
I recently installed a cupboard.
With a 4th grader?
150 points for
What?
everyone
With a
here.
4th grader?
With a pre-kindergartner.
Holy shit.
It just, yeah, I agree. It doesn't really work as a multiplayer game.
I don't know. It does to me.
Oh, look at me down the fucking bottom.
Pink Greaser, look at
Look
it
at that
go.
shit down
Look
there.
at the. Wait, what happened to Bean Egg?
Egg.
Bean egg.
Bean egg.
I'm
Oh,
second, baby.
What happened to you?
I didn't get louse.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
I can't
No, I just wash.
It's almost the end.
He's never had a single,
Look at that idiot.
a single louse. He's only had multiple lices.
Yeah.
God, it hurts.
Yeah.
It's time to say bye to our old
back.
classmate and hi to the new one.
Is it weird watching virtual characters be like polite?
As
What?
Like,
As opposed to rude.
Well, that's majority of our the characters we are in games are like aggressive, rude, or just like
Shooting each other.
You should play
or just
I was a teenage
argumentative.
exocolonist.
But
I,
it's like,
I do wish all those
politeness
children
feels
had guns.
fake.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know what Ava would look great with?
Lice?
The gun from Gears of War.
Yeah, Lancer.
The Lancer with a chainsaw.
Retro
wrong
Lancer.
rewards.
They get it
What?
wrong, everyone else will get the points.
Oh, if you get
It's just you, Nick.
Oh.
Why is it always me?
I don't know.
I don't know if I'm smart.
Oh, you're coming
Choose
first
the
though,
right
is that right?
subject for you.
No, I'm not.
No.
It's either math,
I don't think we have to answer it too,
vocabulary,
though.
life
Isn't that the thing?
science, measurements.
I'm not
Get
even
your
good at math.
graphing calculators out for this equation.
I'm not even good at
In,
math.
in this country, we call it maths.
See?
It's true.
Thank
What
you,
is
Stephanie.
10 to the 9th power plus 10 to the 8th power?
What? the fuck?
1.1 million. 1.1 billion. 1.1
Oh my
trillion.
god.
7.
Do you have the answer?
Oh, my head is so itchy.
Chad, what is it? Chad, I don't understand what powers are.
Yeah, and Americans do billions differently as well. I think a billion is 100 million, not 1,000 million.
That number.
So everyone can be a billionaire. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He's right.
I'm not bullshitting. There's they do something weird with his.
I don't know
zeros.
if what you just said is the right thing, but it is definitely. What the fuck?
Don't look at chat.
No, are you
smarter than
serious?
This is a really tough one.
Yeah, I'm serious. There's some weird
Your
thing where they do.
answer
Did you
is
do it?
in. And the actual answer is 1.1 billion. That means you get 300 points.
America's
Wait,
1,000
tell-
million. England is a million?
A million?
American billions are our billions.
So, Ava.
US billion is 1,000 million.
But also, don't we
tell us
have
the
the
fact
our
of the
regional
US
thing
UK
turned on, so
billions
it's our
are
thing?
Everything in our lives
million
is
is
Yes. You can't have that much money.
policy, and that makes it political.
Cool to know. Let's go to the next question.
See, this is a weird interaction.
Particularly with a child.
you're up.
So I took a total punt on that question.
Let's
Yeah.
see what
Because
subjects
how am I
there
supposed
are.
to calculate that
And
without a
it's
calculator?
Vocabulary.
10 times 9
life
times
science,
8 times 7, right?
measure- Let's take a little
Is that how you get
10
to
times
9?
Cities
9
question.
or 10 times 8, which is the first one.
The United Nations
That's not-
headquarters
that doesn't get
are
you to
in
opinion.
what city?
Well,
This is all of us.
Washington,
This is all of us.
D.C., San Francisco, New York City.
that's a factorial.
Pick the right answer.
I love how it. Pick the right one. Pick the right answer. Don't fuck it up.
Why is it in America?
My first thing was like, oh,
That's
it'll
the
be
biggest
it'll be in
problem.
fucking
Okay, it's 10
France
times
or
10 times 10.
something.
Okay.
I was
No.
like, it'll
Yeah.
be in one of the Iceland or Norway's or one.
Yeah, isn't the answer Paris?
Don't we all remember the Nicole Kidman Sean Penn film about the
fucking
United
know.
Nations?
Like the obvious choice would be
The
DC,
interpreter?
but it feels like a trick question.
That was I was there too. I was like,
San Fran feels weird.
Steph, you got
yeah, it wouldn't be San Fran. There's too many poos in San Fran.
I guess it could be a new.
But there could be
I'm gonna go.
poos
I'm gonna go.
all
with
There could be
New York.
United
I'm gonna take a
Nations
punt.
poos.
Looks like everyone's put their answer in.
What do we all pick?
But someone wanted to cheat.
Oh,
Pick one of these cheats. Or
Okay.
go back
Oh, you
if
cheated?
want to.
Nice.
I'm gonna ask class.
Nice.
Plus,
For everyone is
But you gotta put
ask
your
the
answers in.
class.
using the game. I mean,
You'll
it's
see
in the
what our
game.
class
It's built in the
thinks
game.
You know what? You know where it is.
Use the kids. That's what they're there for.
New York City.
New York?
New York. Pardon
Who
Let's see if
thinks
these little
it's
shits know it.
Pardon me.
DC?
Pardon you.
What?
Pardon us.
it should be the first one.
It should be, but
What?
it
Thinks
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
San Francisco.
Oh, they put the hand.
Well, they didn't want to pay the kid
Probably the
actors to
second
say
one.
every answer.
So
Yeah.
who thinks it's
The
New
third
York
one.
City?
New York.
Three.
Shit.
Three of them do.
The answer's the last
The
one.
girls know, so it's right.
Yay!
I'm back.
New York.
Pick an answer for us.
Bap, bap, ba, da, da. Start
San Francisco.
The
riding.
answer is New York City.
Yes!
Every one of
We
you
did
got
it.
This one right.
And you got the same amount of points even each
There's
year.
a song about Washington D.C. There's a song about New York City. There's a song about
That
San
song about
Francisco.
passing the bill.
Yeah, but does that rhyme?
I'm
with-
sure there's a song about every
Time
state
we
at some
swap
point.
I was gonna say every
It's yours now, Claudia.
Oklahoma.
This is it. And it's
big stretch,
sixth
guy.
grade.
Wait.
This might change
Oh
it all.
my
But now we're
God.
proving that we're smarter
Only one
than.
question,
Oh.
but it's worth 500
500 points.
We'll say bye to your classmate now.
What?
Mess
No,
with
no.
it.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about everything.
they're
I
too
said.
dumb.
Ava.
They're
We
too
get to
dumb. They're
choose the
fifth graders.
subject.
They don't know this stuff. They've only read the book about rape. Bean ruler.
Ruler. Pick a subject for this question.
Bean.
We
Ruler.
have
Bean,
vocabulary,
greaser.
Life sciences is my
measurements,
speciality.
reading.
The measurements suck because you just all pick it off the same
Measurements
thing.
question.
So you just
Yeah,
cheat.
Oh, it depends what comes up, yeah.
Question. Are we ready for it? It's
Do it.
time to figure out who in the group is smarter than a fifth grader.
You gesticulate
Which
too
of these
much.
is an example of a
Leave her
chronometer?
alone. She was programmed like this.
Oh,
Level.
fuck. This is.
Clock. Protractor. What's the answer?
Do we all do it?
Yep. Why do you all answer so quickly?
Like a chat.
I can't cheat. Hi, that'll be
There is a video game.
No, don't you fucking help him.
We're watching man fall apart.
Everyone's answers are locked.
There is
The
a.
correct
you put one in?
answer is...
Hey! Well
Oh,
done.
thank Christ.
You've got this
Steph,
one right.
was there a video game
You
about?
all get
I was gonna say there's a video game
Chrono
with
Trigger?
yeah, and I was like, and it is based around
I played it.
Time.
a mechanic
Let's
constructed
take a
around.
look at
Trust
the
us to know
final
something through like an
scores.
obscure, like
Congratulations, what
Japanese
Villain.
developed game that rather than like learning the actuals.
Well, that was just the way I was gonna try.
No, I'm with you. That's how I know half my
those
facts.
points into your
No.
progression.
But are we technically
What I was
all
gonna-
smarter
what I
than a
was
fifth
saying
grader?
As if I get, I'm an idiot too. Wait, what?
Kai surfs up.
Unlock something new. We have a new classmate.
Oh shit!
Oh, we're unlocking children.
We're responsible.
Where are they keeping children locked up?
The public education system in America. If we get things right, then children get educated.
Children get
They get
released.
released from the
Released.
prison system.
There's an octopus on the desk.
A
now.
family just runs in. It's like, oh my god,
Kai, where have you been?
I've been telling stories about the songs I can sing.
Unlock
Oh my
something
God.
new.
I've been cheating.
We got a lot of shit. We
got
got,
a
a
new
bobblehead for Eli.
Yeah, we
Or
smashed.
Ellie.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh, animal science icons. Oh, we're gonna have an icon party.
Ellie's experiment. Ooh, that's
Oh,
more like,
that's
that's year 9.
yeah, yeah.
Where's the egg icon?
Jesus Christ, she's still a fucking fourth grader. Girl.
She's programmed like that. She'll never age.
Yeah, that makes it
even
worse.
No, I mean she'll never get to that age.
Well, put it in the intro.
Oh my god.
She'll never age. The Gus Ronald.
We got languages.
Oh man. Chat's genuine terror for you. Whenever you say something like that is so funny.
Oh my god.
Bye, kids.
Bye.
Oh,
Scroll.
fucking Greaser. Bean Greaser won't forget you.
How long did that take? Are we doing one more? Or are we done?
I think we're done.
No, I think we're done.
I think we're heaps done.
Can I say? I'll say a couple of things
Yep.
because I've begun to look at video games through a slightly new lens, considering my kids are starting to get into them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good implementation of a game show
Yep.
system. It's very easy. It's very smooth. You can skip through the crap if you don't want it.
Yep.
And when the kids get a bit older, I'll totally play that with them. Like,
I would say like
teaching them things as
the
they go.
majority of game show video games I've played lately, a couple which we know of, but it's like they are quite fun party games. Like the
Well, the
Family
premise
Feud,
of the
sick.
show is
Yeah.
that you think that you're going to know them all, and there's always weird things like Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, like some asshole moved Japan. I blame Godzilla. Cool. That was smarter than a fifth grader, which I believe we all are.
I think we technically are. We
all got that last one, even though there was a lot of sweating over there.
Yeah.
Itchy hair and everything going wrong. Oh my god.
Cool. We'll go to a very short ad break. We'll be back after that.
It's a massive week in games. I don't have time to do a proper intro. This is the game plan. Become the Disney royalty you always wanted to be in Dreamlight Valley. Kiss a frog. Become a rat. Cook that frog. God, Disney hate animals. Live out your Guitar Hero fantasies in a game called Rocksmith Plus, because the name Guitar Hero was already taken. Remember the first time you saw Godzilla and you looked up at the screen and said, one day I'm gonna fuck that thing? Well, somebody did, and they made a video game about it called Kaichu, the Kaiju dating sim. You know how Solitaire is the loner's game? Well, the Zachtronic Solitaire collection has 7 new kinds of solitaire. You could be a different kind of lonely every day of the week. I'm kidding, this game actually looks sick. I'm really into this. Just as Sucks is a cozy, chillcore cuddle sim about I'm lying, it's a game about a murderous vacuum cleaner. You're a Roomba with a gun, you're a Boomba. You might want to hold on to that vacuum cleaner though, because you're going to want to clean up after the Squid Kids in Splatoon 3. Oof, that paint got everywhere. And if you want to go hard in the paint, Splatoon 3 isn't your only option because NBA 2K23 drops this week. That's a basketball joke. Slam dunk. That's another one. I'm done. Let me know what you're playing in the comments. You're a Boomba!
Next time you want a mint, reach for a deaf mint. Disclaimer, deaf mints aren't actually mints. Eating a deaf mint is tantamount to and quite literally is cannibalism. Where would you even start? If you were going to eat a human, starting with the head, that means you're straight up copying a mouthful of hair, and that's no way to eat a person. You should start with the feet, nibbling on each individual toe just to get used to the taste of human flesh. Then work your way up to the ankle. The shin is mainly just bone, so you won't fill up too fast like bread at the start of a meal. Then it's just one mouthful at a time until you get to the neck, and yes, now you're heading into head territory.
But by this time it should all seem pretty normal, and you're thinking, well, I've just consumed a whole man. What harm is a small amount of hair going to do to me now?
Deaf mints, available at the candy aisle in all participating supermarkets.
Kids aren't actually that smart.
MissJenkins, you did it! You finally made it into the show. Thank you so much, MissJenkins and Merf, for the word from our sponsors, and of course, DeafMints, one of the OGs.
I was admiring that it's been that long and I'm back to the length of hair and beard and anxiety that I am in that ad.
Looks so good. Yeah, I think you're past it with the hair, right?
Yeah, hair's longer.
Could I cut it at PAX?
No.
Can I do something to you at PAX?
Yes.
On stage?
No.
As a talent,
Kiss.
I could kiss you.
We've done that.
Yeah, but not in front of a large group of audience with
Done it
tongues.
on here.
With tongues.
Yeah, right.
All right, good.
Oh, your talent is tongue kissing.
Yes,
I don't know. I haven't
So
tried.
who's going to judge? Who's?
We'll each
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's both of your talents.
Not bad.
And then we both turn around and hold up a scorecard.
10.
Good. All right, that brings us to the end of Back Pocket. Gus, speaking of talents.
Yeah, the talent show that we were just talking about. If you haven't already, get one. And then sign up for the talent show that we're going to be doing at PAX. And there is a Google form for that, I believe, in the Discord.
What are some examples of some talents that people might want to contribute to the show?
Juggling. And it could be you could show us how you juggle 2 things or juggle a schedule.
That's what I was thinking.
A marriage.
Yeah.
A family.
Yeah, a marriage and
a
kids.
family, sorry.
Yeah.
Multiple marriages.
Yeah. If you came up and just did paperwork and you're like, what are you doing? I'm juggling my finances. And you're like, yeah,
That's pretty good. Yeah.
pretty good. That's good. Anything.
Yeah, totally. Anyone, if you can do the hoop and stick thing.
The hoop.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
Like if you can go across the stage.
If you
with the
require
hoop and hit it
participation
with a
of,
stick.
of one of the Back Pocket team,
You know what I like?
something?
Yeah, that's fine.
The one thing I like that I can never work out, and it's been done a lot on all those Someone's Got Talent, Britain, America, whatever, the quick change magic. That's amazing.
yeah,
That
that's
always
great.
makes me
like
go
30 outfits in one thing.
Yeah,
How
it's
does that happen?
insane.
I will say with the participation, the rule with that is that we can participate, but it needs to be you doing the talent.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't go, and now Gus will sing. Unless your talent is convincing Gus to sing.
I want to be with you.
Going for it.
It's pretty good.
Wasn't bad. at all.
That's pretty good.
Good stuff, Pete.
Cool. So fill out that form. Let us know what your talents are. The other thing, Will.
Me.
What's happening next week?
Next week, the episode 2 of the play dates for Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating simulator. I'm trying to say those words for the start of the previously on, and it's not easy.
Previously,
It's not easy.
That was my favorite thing about the
play dates? Oh,
the dog one.
Best friends
forever.
Last week on Best Friends Forever.
Yeah, you're sick.
You do that well.
I'm getting back into that, but that will be out sometime early next week for patrons on the production pocket tier and above, and then sometime on the weekend for everybody else.
We had a good time doing those.
We did. Now, I think it would be uncouth for us to talk about how good they are. So do you think that they should each say something nice about how good the first play date was?
Oh, like you want them to pay us compliments?
Those 2.
Sure.
Yeah. Genuine ones, please.
Seeing you two together on the couch again was a thrill that I never thought I would get to experience.
I believe it.
And I'm glad about 1,000 people have watched it.
Seeing you both come up with comical voices gives me confidence in my own skill to come up with voices.
That sounded like a
That's a
like
backhand
dig.
That's not actually.
No, because he's not there yet. He sucks at it. So he's like, I can actually, maybe one day I'll get there. It's in the same way as he looks at Tom Cruise. He's like, maybe one day I'll have that balance.
Balance?
See you at the movie. If you haven't seen that video,
Go watch
don't
that
fucking watch that video.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a person that you shouldn't like that does something and you're like, undeniably an amazing video. And
But
Can I
only-
say before you watch that video, watch the playdate? Because
Yeah.
not enough of you have watched the playdate yet. And
Yeah.
It's out for everyone. Go and watch it.
For
It's on
everyone.
the YouTube channel.
Go watch it. Go watch
Wait,
it.
when
you
you say
freaks.
it's out, is it out for everyone?
correct.
Yeah, it is. It came out Saturday
Ep1
morning.
Yeah.
But we're doing kind
but
of
I
like
thought it was the pocket.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
early.
Ep2 is Ep2. It's got like a 4-day.
so you get
private
early
runway.
access to it
Yeah.
if you're on the production pocket or above, and then you'll get a link for that on the Patreon wall, and you'll be able to watch it like on the Wednesday, and then you can know all the gossip.
That was a good
stuff
voice.
And all the voices. That was a great voice. And then the rest of you can watch it on a Saturday because you're too tired.
Got it. Yep. Premium early access.
No.
And I won't.
This is going to be the new way I say goodbye to everybody. The touch of the forehead
it's a
there.
touch
is
of
just
forehead. We were saying it's such a classic old movie thing. It's like a Humphrey Bogart or a.
Only he would get away with it because he's of another time and no one else exists anymore who was of his caliber in the movie star league. So he gets away with things that
Will
no one
Smith
else
hit
could
Chris
do today.
Rock.
Well, he
And that's
he
worse
also
than
gets away
Scientology.
with being like back then there was I can't come up with more names of those old classical icons of cinema. They were obviously like old white
Rhett
men.
Butler.
James Dean.
But they were like all 6 of them were icons of the MGM studio. And now Tom Cruise has outlived them all. Not them, but like there's none left. When you're saying Will Smith and everyone else as being kind of like semi
I know, but he's like, we all know he's a Scientologist.
Yeah, but he's done his
but
dues
isn't it
early on.
incredible? But
now he's like,
isn't it incredible that we still like? Now, Scientology is an abomination, but there is something to be said for the sheer star power of Tom Cruise that we let him be in movies that are the 5th highest grossing movie of all time or whatever the fuck it is now, because of just his sheer power that anyone else, we would not let that happen with. It's incredible. He's incredible.
How does he get away with it?
Mick4311 commented and said, "You're all so relaxed around each other. Very cool." Which is a weird question.
That's what the wine's for.
That is what the wine's for. We wasn't known each other for like
a
decade plus.
Yeah.
So
I'm an oversharer, so I get into D&Ms early with people.
That's true. And I'm a big believer in candid, like being very candidly honest with people straight up. I was talking about this with someone yesterday.
It's kind of disarming. It's to the people you
I use the word disarming. It's disarming with people, and they instantly feel relaxed because it's like, okay, well, this guy's clearly psychotic, so I can say whatever I want.
I'll look normal next to him.
Yeah.
I had that happen to me at someone I worked with at my first job, and they, I think, thought it as a way of being disarming, and I was weirded out.
Oh, of course.
And it was too much information to learn from someone that I met the first time.
But it's got to be a give and take thing, I think.
Post-show?
Like, I feel like you can't just...
It's that level of information.
You can't just unload, like, personal information on someone if they're not reciprocating in the same way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because then it feels like
when I tell you what it is, you'll be like,
you can't,
oh, shit.
Post-show. So excited for this. To get to the post-show, how do we get to the post-show? We've got to do the credits first because the credits is where we thank everybody.
Ooh. That's true.
I think it's Steph's turn for the credits.
Steph,
Wait,
Wait.
You can crawl up to the screen if you want. Just sit there like a child watching Saturday morning cartoons.
Even with your glasses, it'll be a challenge.
Yeah, there's no way you're reading it.
No, she can do it. I believe in it.
I feel like the text needs to be slightly larger.
God, you look good in those glasses.
Listen, I feel like I really want to get laser surgery, but I heard from someone the day before yesterday that your prescription can't have changed for like 5 years.
Oh, because it's like we're just going to get rid of the thing that's wrong.
So how long does it have to be until I can get laser surgery? Because I think my prescription is still changing. I feel my eyes getting worse day by day.
I love glasses on everyone.
Me too.
I don't
get lasers.
I've done
really?
people
You
getting
look
them.
so good with glasses.
I don't. I find them annoying.
No, that's fair. But truly, vanity should top nearly everything.
Science and medicine. That's what you're saying.
And louses.
Okay. Ready, Steph?
Yes.
Here we go. Let's squeeze them into a
Here we go.
Back Pocket is brought to you by all of our amazing patrons, like The Mods, Gat, Syntax Error, Kid Carnage, Lisdalia, Sithcat, Phoenix O'Lion, Disturbed, Jex, Caboose, What the Shark, Pockety Wrangler is...
Luma Starlet.
Yep, and Big Gus Wrangler.
Gus's Speed Wrangler's Dump Days.
Department of Donuts is Honey Bot Lubricator. We are Robots of Lawyer.
Foot Severer. Moth Captain.
Foot Liquor is Jep. Costume Department.
Jep, make up some time. Oranishi.
Back Pocket Legal Team.
Accurate.
Butt Lubricator.
BuriBuri.
This is the segment. We don't need to go.
Yeah.
Gaming Department. Best Boy, Eva Ray. Worst Boy, Evil Spy Boy. Box Boy, Boxy. Scotty Feeders. Bit Nano. Super Studios. Scotty Breeding. Slowpunk and Zeke. Scotty Wrangling by Toxie Chog does something Wolsey. And A. Timothy is a world design. Steph Attention Grabber. Someone.
They're all
Steam Baggage. Nigrotex is the community hot boy. And Hot Boys, Coastal Avexia. And Hickalululade. Haley Cohen! I know that one! House Band is a muso for hire and middle C. And Loki Cat is the bird dispenser supervisor. The bird dispenser!
And the bird dispenser is Kickalulule.
What do I do with this? Give that to Lucky Cat. Okay.
The bed dispenser puts it in the butt lubrication zone.
Oh my god.
It's warm in here tonight.
Wow. Just like they were all here. They were all at the top of the screen. All like gone.
Imagine
gone.
if I'm like secretly amazing at video games and it's just that my eyes have been bad this whole time. And I get laser and then suddenly I'm like
And suddenly you're
a fucking pro.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
Imagine if that.
It's for weeks. Bifrost. Bifrost says flawless, no notes.
I think every week we should just change some of the words, but always make Steph read it. Oh, fantastic.
I think you need new glasses.
Oh, that was good.
I need a new prescription for sure.
That was good.
To be fair, it's on like a 24-inch monitor.
It's not a big
It's on the smallest fucking
a reasonable
screen.
way away.
It is literally on the smallest screen in the entire room.
We've intentionally made the fold back small so we're not just distracted and looking at it because it's really just for cuts. But now we've implemented this thing we have to read.
Well, most of us have been reading it based on like the shape of the word.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're like, I can kind of put that together.
I'm
disarming.
What if we made that?
You could make that
the fold back
And
because you could just zoom that in on that one.
But then the chat will be
pretty small.
smaller.
Chat would be pretty
I
small.
struggle to read it as it is.
Yeah, but then
But then it's like a teleprompter issue where it's like you only see one line and then it's gone.
What if we put
buying a bigger monitor?
What if we put
we
fifth
need-
grader on
we
the middle
need-
one and then eyes are right?
No, that's horrible because sometimes when we're playing,
We need like a quad screen situation here.
Yeah,
That's something else.
Right. No.
That would not fit in the studio, Stephanie. We've had this conversation.
Steph, you've waded into a thing. Steph, you waded into decades of resentment.
What's going on?
I'm gonna get a bubble.
Post show. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. We are about to go to the post show, sponsored by Loki Cat, the aforementioned bird dispenser, I believe. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. The dating thing is up on the website. There's another dating thing next week. Show us your talents. Go to the Discord. Thanks, Will. Scotty was here too. It's been a great show. We'll see you next week. Make it out.
Bye.
The 20s.